Yes, people, big up to all of you. I do hope you're all doing well, and I hope we're all recovering from the sort of drama. Yeah, we started witnessing last night. Quite interesting, and it has taken another interesting turn. We will keep following that, but that's by the way. I hope you're all doing well. Most importantly, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. I wholeheartedly offer whatever suits your time zone. Today it will be Caicedo, and the Caicedo, maybe Liverpool here and there, and then the directors here and there, and Bali here and there. And then after that, if we have time, we'll start delving into whatever news we may have coming out of the manager's presser today. But that's by the way, sit back, relax, and let's get into the show. Yes, people, welcome back, and I appreciate you all finding the time to join the show this morning. I hope you're all doing well. A lot of people probably busy watching the press, the first press of the season, and I didn't realize again. I was so confused last night about what's going on. I didn't remember to adjust the timing of the show, but I think we'll be all right. I will still find time to talk about the presser on tomorrow. It's not bad. Hello to you too. I hope you're doing well, Mitchell Boy. I appreciate you finding the time to join. Please, if you haven't, be sure to go check out Mitchell Boy's YouTube channel and subscribe. Let him know I sent you. What else do we have here? Hello to you too, Mitchell. Jerry C is in the house. Pochettino's live press conference is happening now. Tune in to Chelsea's YouTube channel to watch it. Wow. Yeah, so that we can even have less people here. But yeah, that happens whenever you have a show going on while the press conference is going on. So we'll be all right. Big up to you to Wally Waldo. And Wally Waldo is saying quite annoyed that Liverpool have gotten both McAllister and Caicedo. Maybe you're not paying attention, so you're probably at work. A lot have changed, surprisingly. An interesting turn to the whole story. Here's the thing, what I said on Twitter yesterday. Forget about Brighton selling to the highest bidder. Caicedo can stop that. Caicedo can say he doesn't want to go to Team A, and then Brighton has to now sell him to Team B, hoping that Team B pays up. And Team B, if they have a good relationship with Caicedo, they will pay up a bit, and then the deal is done. And it turns out that's what's going on now. Caicedo has told him clearly that he wants Chelsea, not Liverpool. But we'll get to that in a bit. Please add me in the panelists. Okay, reach out via Twitter, as I told you, or Instagram, then I will bring you on. Cannot watch that Chelsea. Cannot watch Chelsea YouTube chat full of spam. Yep, saying Chelsea have got Caicedo already. That may well be the case. Wally Waldo, check the secret scout on Twitter. Jackson, I didn't know you on Twitter. Hit me up on Twitter, man, so that at least we can follow each other there. Makes zero sense though. I've seen the tweet. What's the tweet saying? The secret scout. I want to know what the tweet is saying. But I'll show you some stuff that maybe that will be even more convincing to you. More importantly, keep dropping the likes on the stream. We have 19 likes already. And those of you that are watching, but for some reason or the other, not able to participate in the chat, just remember we appreciate you because you provide great value. You are as equally as important as those that are participating in the chat. But if you can do us one more favor, please do take a second, drop a like on the stream. That will go a long way. And Brianni Yahayu, nice to see you. Wallywood, nice to see you. I appreciate you all. Again, I am exhausted from following the news yesterday. There's no moving on from Caicedo. Bring it, Liverpool, bring it. We are at it. But more importantly, Wallywood, Brianni Yahayu, aka 343 Dynamo Vifela FC. I'm missing one. I'm missing Contender FC and now Jackson FC. Much love to you. And Wally Waldo, my bro. Much love to you. Much love to you. Yep, there's no moving on. Let's slug it out. But what makes zero sense is Brighton accepting the 110 million from Liverpool. Yeah, it doesn't mean that we don't have an opportunity. And they have a dilemma at hand now, in the sense that Caicedo has told them he only wants to join Chelsea. Remember, in the case of Pulisic, we had a better offer from Lyon, and AC Milan was offering something less. But Pulisic had already set his mind on joining AC Milan, and he's actually accepted taking a pay cut to join them. We could have made more money selling him to Lyon, but you can't force a player to join a club that do not want to join. And I did say that on Twitter yesterday. But at the same time, I was open to, if it doesn't happen, we can go with Leslie Gachuku, Tyler Adam, and the Brazilian kid Andreas Santos. It won't be a bad thing, actually. There's a chance those players develop to be even better than Moises Caicedo, if we're being honest to ourselves. But we're not into giving players a chance. We're into using already established players such as Moises Caicedo. If you agree to count him as one, I changed the title to "Here We Go" for Caicedo. Is it "Here We Go" already? I wouldn't say it's here we go already, but don't worry, I'll change it to something else. But let's leave it there. This here from Wally Waldo says that Brighton said that they will start to the highest bidder. I honestly don't think we will go above 110. No, if Mr. Caicedo says he wants to come to us and for Brighton to listen to us, it takes every party to agree, all the parties involved in the conversation to agree for a deal to work. Caicedo has said yes, he only wants Chelsea. And Brighton says they only want to sell to the highest bidder. Then we have to match Liverpool's offer or go above it, or maybe go above it even by £500,000. We're good. They have to stand by that. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes to go along with. What's the latest update on Caicedo? He only wants a Chelsea. He doesn't want to go to Liverpool. He's told them one-on-one he doesn't want to go to Liverpool. Caicedo is coming to Chelsea FC. Security Dixon. I hope that happens. But here's the thing. A lot of people were quick to start, you can say, bashing the owners. Some were bashing the owners. Some were bashing the director. Some are saying, Bali and Bali, come take it off. Take the whole thing off from here. But breaking news, Caicedo wants Chelsea, not Liverpool. Yep, we're going to get to that in a bit. Unless Caicedo himself has turned down Liverpool, that's the only explanation. Yep, he's done that. Fabrizio Romano reports that that's the case. Hola to you too, my brother Santiago Muno, my Mexican bro. I hope you're doing well. I appreciate you joining. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes still go a long way. Sports fans are raging, by the way, with Harry Kane. Hurricanes news. He wants to win something. He wants to win something. That's why he's gone to Bayern. Bayern is the only place, even if they don't win the Champions League, at least he gets to win the league again. Fabrizio tweeted some minutes ago that Caicedo wants Chelsea, not Liverpool, and that makes a huge difference. I did say that on Twitter yesterday. Caicedo rejects Liverpool, and you should go check the comments on all the Caicedo videos, even the old ones from 6 months ago. Liverpool fans were all there asking me how's that turning out for you? He rejected Chelsea and all that. But let's see, it hasn't ended yet, and it's still on. The club might well decide, you know what, it's too much. Let's just walk. Let them pay it. Harry Kane is very good, but Spurs can find a complete striker if they do their research. Chances are they've actually gotten a replacement. Got to sue Brighton for their acts against human rights. You can't argue that. Honestly, that's how I see it. Exploitation and unctioning of Caicedo's profile, I don't think that's okay, really. But I think if we go that route, then he may want to end up becoming a Liverpool player because they are the highest bidder, and Brighton accepted that. But more importantly, they have to listen to where the player wants to go. Honestly, if we get Caicedo done, then I think we should still go for Lavia just to annoy Liverpool even more, and then go buy Kudus also to, again, you can say a way of telling Brighton we didn't like what you did. Hate the fact that you like Caicedo, but at least you're not like the toxic fans on Twitter. Very stupid fans. I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe what's going on Twitter. Some they turned on the owners, some turning on each other, some turning on the directors. But here's the thing, to an extent, I get it. You have every right to criticize them, but you don't have the right to start calling them names. The sort of names that were being called, I could not believe my ears yesterday. Ines Giffey said, I said it yesterday, Chelsea will miss Caicedo. You did not believe me. Have we missed him? Are you paying attention to what's going on? Even if he ends up joining Liverpool, it hasn't happened yet. If you're following what's going on, then you'd know we haven't missed him yet. Let's see. Let's go. He's choosing us and makes him captain one time. Make him captain one time. Here's the thing. I've never seen anybody become a Chelsea legend, even before they kick a ball for Chelsea. You can say he's one of those players. Honestly, that alone, even if we end up losing him, he tried for us. He waited for us. He told him he wants to go. Stayed in London with his agent, hoping that we come to an agreement with Brighton. I respect him from that. And if you add that to the picture of him sitting with his mom in the back of a truck wearing a Chelsea shirt, then you know, yeah, the guy is Chelsea through and through. That's what I am confused about, Coach. He hasn't even agreed personal terms with Liverpool. And they were bashing us, saying he rejected us. But it turns out he hasn't. He's a man of his word, and probably because of the Chelsea connection. Who's it again? Joe Shields or who? And tons of people are saying he's going to Liverpool already, even without the personal terms agreed. I think here's the thing. Where I sensed Liverpool knew there's a chance we're not out of the whole thing yet was when they said, Fabrizio Romano reported something to the effect of Liverpool pushing to get the whole thing done. They don't want any surprises. That part of the whole thing showed that, they know there's a chance we're not going to let it go because we've been there for a while. But let's see. And Brianna, I was bashing the directors. No, you didn't really bash. You were saying it's time to ask questions, to start critiquing them and all that. Those were the sort of things you were saying. That's a different. You should go to Twitter, see people calling them names. Let me see. Okay, then in the case of Kudus, nothing is progressing with Brighton, which means if we get through, if we get the deal, Caicedo deal over the line, then we'll probably go snatch him up, angrily maybe. But for teasing, playfully, you didn't, you will mature with your lines. We did speak on the, you can say, comment space. Nothing, you're a nice guy to compare to those guys on Twitter. But Glenn, my bro, Glenn, I appreciate you joining, brother. More importantly, every time I see you, the first thing that comes to mind is the story you told me, how you suffered a minor stroke. But these are good signs. The fact that you have the time to come join the conversation about the club you love so much shows that you're improving. And I will continue to pray for you, brother. If you believe in higher power, believe me, you'll be all right, because we love you so much. And I'm sure you did see lots of prayers from the members here the day I told them the story, even though I told it halfway, didn't go full into it. Big up coach and everyone in the chat. Moises Caicedo saw the beans, and he did. What a geezer for keeping true to his word. These days you don't see that. And some people are saying it's all about the money, Liverpool pays him more and all that he's told us about having 10,000 siblings and all that. He'd go for the money. But the good thing I'm seeing on Twitter right now is that we're negotiating a new term, improved offer for him already, even though he hasn't joined. The fact that he kept his words, and he's told us he wants to come to us, that's something special from a player like him. Keyshawn, I'm telling you, hopefully your avatar, or what do I call it, isn't reflective of what you're going through in life right now, because it doesn't look good with Hakim Ziyech. Again, that's you can say poster there. Doesn't change the incompetence either way. But let's not talk about the incompetence right now. Can you just give them a break? 3 months to do a deal. 3 months to do a deal. We have to. You can't just give Brighton 100 million because they're asking for it. And we're the only ones showing interest. And when Liverpool came in, they came in a sneaky way. And I'm suspecting they were the mystery bidders that we were told about. They didn't just want us to know how serious they were about going for Moises Caicedo. And see, here's the approach. Journalists that are aligned with Liverpool, They were saying, no, it's not going to happen. He only wants to join Chelsea. Now it's clear that they were just conducting the whole thing. They didn't just want to know how serious they were about pushing for Moises Caicedo. So they were tricky about it. It should have never gotten to this. No, that's not how you do business. I get it. How about if we're able to get him for 70? Then you say we're genius. So I'm happy that we didn't pay them the 100. Even if we end up paying them 100, I'm happy we didn't pay them 100 from the start, because we would have stopped questioning. We were the only ones looking to sign him. Why did we go ahead and pay them 100? The club still lose face. I'm not that sort of person. And honestly, whatever you do in life, if you're too concerned about what people will think about you, then you have a serious problem with it. I think we did well, and now we're showing it was never about the money. We were trying to do business the normal way, and now we want to show, yeah, we can actually pay more. I like it like that, honestly. Kudus legend wants a release clause on his and started in his new contract, and Brighton have said no multiple times, so he has to run. I think they're seeing what's happening with Caicedo, and they don't want to risk it. And there you go. We have the vibe. Much love to you, brother. I haven't seen you in a while. I hope you're doing well. I appreciate you finding the time to join the show this morning. Let's see what the vibe has to say. What's happening to my? Okay, there you go. Coach, I need a bombazo. Yeah, for Caicedo. Much love to you too, brother. I love you so much. It's been a while. Please do let me know you're okay. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. And by the way, I've listened to the song now 1,000 times by Lil Duck. Is it how you pronounce his last name again? And it's one of my son's favorite songs right now, because I played it too many times, and the lyrics are awesome. I am still jumping onto anything. I'm still not jumping onto anything until I see, here we go, or him holding a Chelsea shirt. I think it's a safe way to, you can say, follow the whole thing. So you don't expect too much, enough from a higher ground if it doesn't work out. Yeah, Paul Winstanley is an undercover agent. He is purposely doing business with Brighton to make the money. That's just, again, an opinion, but you have the right to express yourself there. Big up to you too, Eugene. I'm sure Eugene is not going to be happy that we didn't walk away. I'm sure a lot of Chelsea fans aren't going to be happy that we didn't walk away. We're seeing the reaction that we saw yesterday. Reactions we saw yesterday were mainly from the fan base who wanted us to push and get it done, even if it means paying 100 million plus. Winstanley is ineffective at negotiating big transfers. I don't think it's his fault. It's just Brighton. And if we're being honest, we've rated Brighton since last season that at one point they'd be saying we have to find a way to show them we're not a player as a superstar. If that makes sense, on the job, and make this Caicedo deal linger on. No, I don't think it's his fault. And remember, even when he negotiates, the club has to agree with every. If he says, if we want to pay, if you went in with a 90 million bid, then the club, everybody at the club agrees to it. He wouldn't just say, okay, let's pay them 100, and we agree to pay. Bro, I chatted you on Twitter. Please send me the link to the panel. Okay, I'll do that in a bit. Just give me a few seconds here. Let's see what else we have here. Thank you, brother. Likewise, all the love. Much love, brother. That's why I love the Chelsea Perspective community. More important, the love is just awesome. Chelsea don't want to buy Caicedo because he is not good enough. Are you following the story? Everything has actually changed this morning. That's a delicious comment, Coach. I appreciate that. Thank you so much for saying that, brother. Much love to you. I didn't value Caicedo over 100 million, so I wasn't crying about it. I knew that. I didn't cry that much. I was, again, already ready to move on. That's how I operate. How I miss Maria, you could argue that also, but the situation is different, really. We need Kudus and Caicedo. There's a chance we get them both, but there's no telling what will happen here. Good morning, Coach. Good morning to you too. A lot of people miss Caicedo has reiterated the fact that he wants only Chelsea. That gives us a chance to up the bid. Do you think 100 million will be okay? No, I think we have to go beyond Liverpool's asking price. Otherwise, the whole thing will still be going on. Or maybe they end up selling to us. I don't know. For instance, we sold Christian Pulisic for less to AC Milan, while if we insisted on selling him to Lyon, we would have gotten more money. But he wanted to go to AC Milan, and we didn't want to waste time. But let's see what happens there. Okay, now I don't think I think we have to match Liverpool's beat. If Nicolo Ravella goes to Brighton and then Chelsea will buy him for 150 million record transfer after 2 years, I don't think we'll do business with them again. I've always said if they have the product, we'd go for them. And maybe that may well end up being the case in the future. You never know. But let's see what happens. As long as the store has a product, even though you hate that store, if you really need that product, you go back to that particular store. It's as simple as that, really. All right. One thing I know is if you have a prolific goal scorers, if our front three lineup can utilize the chance, okay, 23-4-2. Yeah, I'm not quite sure. I understand that one. Salute, boss Peter Pan. Nice to see you. I hope you're doing well. I appreciate you joining. We need to sign Caicedo and Kudus to punish Brighton. Yeah, I think we need to do that. Then maybe Lavia, if we need them all, let's not do it for the sake of it. Lavia to show Liverpool they annoyed us. Fabrizio didn't drop a Caicedo to Liverpool. Here we go for a reason. Like I see, his last report says they're pushing to get the whole paperwork done because they don't want any surprises. Probably knowing that Chelsea hasn't given up. Brighton deserves a credit. They stayed firm and tried everything to make Chelsea overpay. Yeah, and we didn't just give them what they want from the start. We had to again wait it out and say, yeah, here's how much we're willing to pay, and then now you can say it's time now to maybe pay them what they're asking. I'm so glad he tried, even if he comes or not. He's a true man, a man of his words. That means a lot to me, honestly. And I'm going to say this again. I've never seen a player as a Chelsea legend even before they kicked the ball for the club, but he's one of those. Coach, how did you feel when you saw the news that Liverpool reached an agreement? It was devastating, heartbreaking, but I'm not one of those that start, you can say, going out of control because of such a situation. No, I was busy telling people, look, by the time I was telling people that everything is now in the hands of Moises Caicedo. And it turns out, yeah, that's the truth. And he's doing us a favor right now, but we have to move. Now, Pochettino has concluded the press conference. Yeah, we'll talk about the press conference once we're done talking about Moises Caicedo. Let's not mix them up so that I don't struggle. The whole situation yesterday was quite exhausting. If we add that to it, it's going to be a huge problem for me to cope with it. Chelsea backing. Yeah, we're backing. I thought you on Twitter, Mitchie. Yeah, Mitchie, please do share the link to your channel whenever you get the chance. What do Chelsea fans have against hidden gems like Nicolo? It's not about the fans. It's about the club's hierarchy. And I think we've been buying a lot of gems. But we have, whenever we buy them, we do have, you can say, a path for them to follow, a program for them to follow to mature into first-team players. He declined to discuss Caicedo, stating the player was never part of the team. All decisions are made collectively following a specific policy. It's as simple as that. I like that. The club is actively pursuing alternatives. So thank you, Jerry Z. This part of the conversation is still about Moises Caicedo. So that is very sensible of you. Please, I'm avoiding going back and forth at different topics. It can be exhausting as much as I like interacting with you. He decided to discuss Caicedo, stating the player was never part of. Yeah, I think I've read that one. And this second one here says the club is actively pursuing alternative targets. For Pochettino affirmed the team's readiness against Liverpool, emphasizing that nothing short of a victory is acceptable. And I like that. And yeah, he knows we're looking at alternative in case we're not able to pull this one through. But let's see what happens here. We can match that price going beyond 110. It's ridiculous. Yeah, you're already there. You might as well just keep doing it. Let's see. I personally find Lavia better than him. To be honest, and 100 million is way too much. 90 plus 10 million and others. Here's the thing. I think there's a fee you end up paying for a player. It becomes an added pressure on that player. I hope it doesn't become that case. But let's see what happens. I'm not too sure what's going to happen with this deal right now. But however it ends, after the fact that he's told Liverpool he only wants to join Chelsea, even if they end up being able to convince him to join them, I still respect him. Coach, good afternoon. How are you doing? I can't complain. Jazeera World, I appreciate you joining the show. I hope you're doing well. They keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes do go a long way. Let me see how many likes we have now. We have 39 likes. Remember, we always at least shoot for 150 with an average of 150 likes per show. But we can do better than that, actually, only if you start liking the show. Let's see. This says that I'm so happy that Moises Caicedo says yes to Chelsea. That has always been the case. It's a bidding war now. I don't think it'd be a war. I think Liverpool will run away. Because more importantly, they know quite clearly the player wants to come to Chelsea and not them. So even if they have an agreement in place with Brighton, if Moises Caicedo keeps saying he only wants Chelsea, they'd be wasting their time. I feel like with Lavia, certain might actually raise the price. Sometimes might actually raise the price, knowing that one of us between Liverpool gonna come knocking desperately for him. Yeah, they'd be waiting now at the situation. It'd be they again licking their lips and say, okay, let's see what happens here. Whoever comes to us is desperate, then we milk that person to death. Pool the secret beaters. Yeah. It turns out they were, and they didn't just want us to know. But anyway, thank goodness Caicedo. He's keeping his words. Chelsea should go in for Lavia to show Liverpool a lesson. I wouldn't advise that we go for Lavia just for the sake of it. But if we need Lavia, Caicedo, and Kudus, of course we do need Kudus. He plays in the 10th position or on the flanks, and we still need at least one more winger and a traditional 10. So yeah, maybe we should do that for the sake of it. Chelsea, let's see. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes to go along with 44 likes. Let's get it for 50 to 50 and shoot for 100. No slow secret beat us now. Yeah, we all know it's open now. And I wouldn't trust Brighton again in my life, honestly. The fact that they accepted to keep it secret, that wasn't good. That's not nice from them. Coach, I'm sure Chelsea will give Adams to Brighton and go in for Lavia to teach. Give Adams and go in for Lavia to teach Liverpool a lesson. I don't think the relationship, our relationship with Brighton will be all rosy at this point. I think we're not going to trust them. The fact that they agreed to hide from us that Liverpool were the secret beaters, I don't think we should trust them. This Caicedo saga is a nightmare. No, to me, right now, I wouldn't call it a nightmare. It's you can say it's something out of Hollywood, and I'm enjoying it right now. Whatever happens, I know we'll be fine. Honestly, I wasn't that much concerned. I wasn't happy that because I thought it was going to end the way it seemed it was going to end yesterday. But after looking at what we have within our ranks right now, I didn't complain that much, really. I just moved on, honestly. But let's see. Amonike. Is that Anonike? Anonike sounds like an Igbo name there. Anonike Nicholas Chibuzo. Yeah, an Igbo boy there. Last name clearly Anonike. I appreciate you joining one day. Thank you for joining the show. But getting Adam, Lavia, and Kudus with that money will be no brainer because they will offer things different. Caicedo is a good player, but we can put that money on 3 other players that are equally good, or maybe put together will make us an even better team. I think I've seen, who said that I've been seeing in the chat arguing that for 1,000 years now. I think Chelsea all the way, maybe. Let's see. Has Southampton even rejected the 48 million yet? I think they have. I think they have rejected that. Correct me if I'm wrong. Let's see what else we have here. We do need a Lavia. Kudus is the guy, plus Caicedo. Okay, let's see. Morning, coach. On the Chelsea, just found out who Caicedo's agent is. It's who? William? I don't know the person, but maybe you're trying to be funny there. Am I missing something? Big up to you too, Jorginho. I love your content. Keep it up. I appreciate you saying that, brother. Much love to you. Constantine Dunn. Much love to you, my Australian bro. I hope you're doing well. I appreciate you joining. Are you enjoying the Hollywood, the new release, the new movie? Are you enjoying it? Chelsea versus Caicedo versus Liverpool pre-match also, you could call it that. Exclusive Moises Caicedo has just told Liverpool that he only wants to join Chelsea. Caicedo has decided to keep his words and only accept the Chelsea as personal terms were agreed since May. Wow, the same thing you could say, what's his name? The guy from Leeds United to Barcelona, the same thing he did for them. Sunday is going to be war. Yeah, that heightens the rivalry between us and Liverpool. Crazy, crazy, crazy seconds. Honestly, for me, it's more of a movie, a blockbuster movie, and I'm enjoying it. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes to go along. We appreciate you all finding the time to join the show. I hope he joins Liverpool. Okay, you must be a Liverpool fan. Let's see. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. 47 likes. Let's get it to 50. Caicedo is proper, Charles. Unlock that number 25. Let's go for it. What else do we have? I'm trying to catch up with what we have before I go to the panelists here. AD, my bro, is in the house. Caicedo's agent is Manuel Sierra. So, yeah, so he was just, I think whoever said that was just being funny. Reminding the case of Willian, that was on the verge of joining Tottenham and then end up joining Chelsea. Deadline was last night of Caicedo. That was, you can't, it doesn't matter. He wants to come to Chelsea, he wants to come to Chelsea. We just have to meet Brighton's, you can say, valuation of the player, I'll beat Liverpool. Azuko, keep crying, keep dropping likes on the stream, people. The likes to go along with. Let's see, Caicedo only wants Chelsea, and that's huge, really. It's not that simple. It's not that something Brighton can sweep under the rug like that. Just heard the news of Moises. Massive respect for his loyalty. Hopefully, CFC will match Liverpool's price and get the player over the line. I think, yeah, he's a good player, but the fact that, yeah, he wants to join us, that makes a huge difference. The Caicedo deal has gone to extra time. I won't like penalties, please. Yeah, that's extra time indeed. Kuwait, it's nice to see you. The beautiful game. Much love to you too, brother. And he says, Money Coach, I went to bed early last night and got up late this morning. You'll find that Caicedo wants to join Chelsea. I get the feeling that I may have missed something in the middle. What did I miss? I think something you missed was Fabrizio's statement saying Liverpool are in a hurry, that they were in a hurry to get the whole thing done because they don't want any surprises. I looked at it. I didn't give up that much. I gave up maybe halfway, but I didn't really give up, knowing that anything can still happen. My concern is that we again, if we're willing to pay beyond that, and I've always known that Caicedo holds the key to everything. Now, if Chelsea goes to him and say, what do you think? Do you want to still come to us? We can make it happen. If he says yes, we'll push. Do you think we have to match? I think we have to, or even go above it. I hope all the players are watching how Brighton are, how they're treating their players, that their opinion don't count. That's why players are asking for a release clause now. Kudus a perfect example. So let's see how this pans out. It's still on. It's not over yet. I'm so happy Caicedo rejected Liverpool, but I was extremely happy when Lavia rejected Liverpool for going for Caicedo. They couldn't pay 15 million for Lavia, but opted to pay 110 million for Caicedo. It just doesn't make any sort of sense. I have a feeling Liverpool and Brighton worked together on this to get us. No, I don't think that's the case. To pay more so they can recover money. Again, I don't think so, really. Houston, I think they're creating a problem because we're going to take Lavia too. Big up, Coach. Big up to you too, brother panel. Big up. I had already given up when I woke up to the Liva Caicedo news to hear Romano saying we are getting him. It's huge. At least more positivity Sunday match. Moises knows that Pochettino is a better manager than Klopp, and Chelsea have a better future than Liverpool. That's another way to put it. I appreciate you. Daniel Crane, I haven't seen you in 1,000 years. I hope you're doing well. Please do let me know. I pulled a sickie from work for all of this window. It's madness to enjoy the drama. Eddie, let's come to you. I'm not going to even ask you a question. Start where you want to start from. You have the floor. I'm listening to you,
Eddie. Big up, Coach.
Yes.
Hello to all those in the chat. I mean, I don't know. I actually, it's been crazy 24 hours, to be honest. It's been crazy 24 hours because initially when they said Liverpool put in that bid last night, and I was like, I was answering one of the tweets, and I said, "Oh, Liverpool can never be put in there." They were only teasing their fans that they couldn't match 50 million release clause for Lavia, and now they're putting in a bid
for 100 million.
So honestly, I just thought, oh, it was only a game, like kind of. They were not that serious. Only for me to see the tweet later that yes, Brighton has accepted the bid, and he's accepted to join Liverpool. Blah blah blah. Their medical has been scheduled for today. He's going to have his medical. Liverpool wants him to be available for Sunday. Blah blah blah. And I was wondering. I said, how can this be possible? For a player who we've gone this deep. I was just fuming. Like, the only thing I was only very angry about would have been that, why then? Because you remember us saying it. When are we going to walk away from this deal? Why are we spending all this time? And if we ended up saying, okay, we're not eventually getting this, like, it'd be a big slap on the club, and it'd be a big shame, like, But still, even if they end up paying over 115 million, I'm still not too happy about it, because I believe strongly the only positive thing there is that this guy actually wants to join Chelsea. That's the only positive here that I'm only taking from this saga, that the guy wants to join Chelsea and he doesn't have any say fixing his price, which is unfortunate for him, because if he knew this, he would have inserted a release clause. So I cannot blame him for what Brighton is doing, trying to put this bidding war up. The only good thing is that he actually wants to join us. That is the only saving thing that I would say. Yes, I like him to join Chelsea. But if he was a kind of player
that's huge for me.
It's very huge for him to insist. And then if you check your update, it's just been updated that he started following Chelsea on Instagram. And Chukwuemeka and then Noni, they've actually started following him as well. So these are all huge signs. This shows this is quite different from when we went for Rafinha. Rafinha clearly made his mind up that he was going to Barcelona. But this one is the other way around. And so for him to say it's Chelsea and Chelsea alone, so now Brighton has a decision to make. So that will only force us to actually match what Liverpool has put on the table. But I don't know if it's possible for us to put 100 million and then the players insist that it's not joining Liverpool. Would Brighton drop their price to say, okay, if you're insisting on joining Chelsea alone, then we accept 100 million? I don't know if that can happen.
It would drag on. I think it can, but that's just from what I've learned of late. In the case of Christian Pulisic, Lyon had a better offer on the table for us, if you recall. But he wanted to go to AC Milan.
Right.
So that I don't know. I'm not sure the rules you can say that govern transfers and all that. Maybe if he insists he wants to join us, but what I know is that all parties must come to an agreement before the deal to go through. If Brighton says no, you have to beat Liverpool. We have to. That's how I see it. But if we beat them by even maybe you could say £100,000, it's ours. Except if Liverpool comes in and say we're paying even more. But I don't think Liverpool will push for him further because now he's told them and it's public now that he doesn't want to join them. It wouldn't make sense to keep pushing for him. But go ahead with what you were saying.
Exactly. And I heard you say, somebody was saying, other people were writing there that we should not deal with Brighton anymore. And you said, well, if they have a product that we need, we can go back. If a store has the product you're looking for and you badly need the product, you go back for it. I think, that's quite right to say, yes, you can go back for a product, but this is not good for Brighton as a football club.
It's not good. Yeah,
it's not good for them. That's why apparently they are missing out on kudos. Because anybody now joining Brighton would insist on inserting a release clause, just as McAllister did. So because they've seen the kind of club, if it's possible for us, to be honest, even if they have a Messi in their squad, if we can avoid Brighton, let us do. If it's possible for us to do. Because I wrote something earlier on, I said, we are even overlooking the Caicedo we have already in the squad, like Leslie Ugochukwu, Who says it cannot be a better
DM actually?
Who says it cannot be?
Yeah.
Who says it cannot be a better Caicedo? Who says Andre Santos? Who says Andre Santos cannot be a better Caicedo? The only reason we are only going for this one, and I've said it earlier, I said the only thing that is going for me accepting this to happen is because this player really, really wants to join us. If he was kind of leaving it 50-50, he goes to whichever club, then I'll say no, we don't want him. Let us just draw the line and move away. So, but he wants to join us. That's the only thing that is keeping me to still saying, oh, let us keep pushing to make sure he comes to us, because it would not be nice for him to come up openly now. It would not be nice for him to come up openly now to say he wants us and we don't go the whole hog to get him in.
We'll be
He
betraying
will be
him
back.
if we do that.
Exactly.
We'll
If
be
we do that,
betraying
we'll be
him.
betraying him. Exactly.
Yeah.
So we really
I
need
think
to
it
do
happens.
everything. Yeah, I think it happens as
Yeah, go
well. I
ahead.
think it happens, but I really don't know how Liverpool fans will feel now because they were trolling Chelsea fans all night, saying all sorts of things to Chelsea fans. Oh yeah, your money can still not buy you this. We got one over you, and blah 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 blah. Even though some of their fans came out to say the amount was crazy, that if they had this kind of money, why did they not buy Bellingham in the first place? But if you listen to what Klopp said the transfer, what happened in the summer changed the picture, and that is right to say because they never envisaged Fabinho leaving and then Anderson leaving as well. So the money they got from Saudi helped them to push in for this go for this bid. But that still doesn't add up for me because the bid they know they've sold Henderson, yet they still were undervaluing Lavia. So could it be that they were using Lavia as a decoy to get Caicedo?
Possibly, because whatever happened, it showed they've been in contact for a while. Which was why we're now concluding that they were the mystery bidders that Brighton didn't want to tell us. They've been talking for a while now. They didn't start today.
What a huge
yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, what a huge build up to a game involving two football clubs. I mean, you can never write this. You can never ever write this script. You can never write this script.
It's war now. It's become war.
Exactly. So please, if Chelsea players that are going to go on the pitch on Sunday, if they are listening to this, it's war. We have to beat Liverpool on Sunday.
Yeah, it's not
we have to beat Liverpool on Sunday. We really have to beat Liverpool on Sunday because it will not be good for us if we pull this deal. If we succeed in getting this deal done, and they come and they trash us, or we get, you know what I mean? It will be so bad or not. So please, those that are going to play on Sunday, please, if you're listening to this, and I know you might be listening to this, please do us a favor, beat Liverpool on Sunday.
Yeah, you can see Liverpool. They're not denying, claiming no medical was ever booked for Caicedo. But sources say there was before Caicedo changed his mind.
Exactly.
And here's the thing. One of the biggest reasons why you should actually not just suck up everything you see in the media. For instance, when that was going on, you see some people saying that Caicedo, is open to join Liverpool. He doesn't mind. He just wants to live right. And it's believable. And that's why sometimes don't just suck up to everything you see. Take your time. Analyze the information you see out there. Come to a sensible conclusion. I'm just happy that in my line of work, that's how I'm trained to believe. You understand? But to behave. But some people, it's difficult. Whatever they see something, they just take it and run with it. But yeah, shameful for them. Now they're seeing it. Yeah, I think it's even more shameful for them. Let's see. This shouldn't mean we're out of Lavia. We always say it again. It has nothing to do with Caicedo's deal. So we'll see. And that shows that we actually get Lavia too. Let's see what else we have here. Good luck says 1 hour is a long time in this transfer. If you snooze, you lose. I like that one. That's a delicious comment right now. Yeah, because the way the whole thing went, at first I was thinking the whole Liverpool thing were all just nonsense. But before you know it, Fabrizio Romano started reporting. I was like, okay, it's getting serious. But I'm enjoying it. To me, it's a new blockbuster movie. Coach, not gonna lie, I cannot comprehend how we have anything else on our heads apart from the Chelsea versus Liverpool game. Yeah, it's all about even Caicedo's possible move to Chelsea. It's all about that game now. They're all linked now. You can't separate them because it heightens the rivalry. It heightens the importance of us winning the game or Liverpool winning the game. So we'll get to that. We still have a match review. Is it tomorrow or on the day proper? So we're not too much in a hurry. Don't worry. There'll be too much time for the game in question. Our board improved the personal terms with Caicedo to sweeten the deals to right. Yeah, we did that in case Liverpool are offering something different. So our board sort of made a comeback from this. So I'm happy. He said openly he only wants Chelsea. Yeah, so we get something sizable from that. But here's the thing, I get it. Chelsea will not take it personal. But if Brighton ever wants a Chelsea player, I think it's not gonna be easy for them. Liverpool were the secret beaters, and Brighton kept that a secret, never to do business with them again. So yeah, I don't think we'll trust them again. The fact that they kept it a secret showed that they've been talking for a while, and that's why we didn't know. Because the truth remains, AD, if we knew that they were that interested, I think we would have behaved differently. But because we didn't know they were interested in signing a player, so we thought it was just us. What do you make of that?
Yeah, but from a business point of view, I wouldn't blame Brighton. I wouldn't blame Brighton because when we saw that, I tell you, majority of us, even me included, thought that was just to push us. I said there was nobody, no unnamed team, nobody believed there was an unnamed Premier League. Nobody believed there was someone there. So I wouldn't blame them. It's part of it for them to get the highest money, whatever they can get from.
Yeah, go ahead. Let me let you drop.
Because if they had, maybe it was confidential between them and Liverpool to say don't disclose that we are talking to you. Keep it secret, and we're going to match whatever it is there for you. I mean, it's business for Brighton. Brighton cannot come out and say, "Oh, Liverpool, we're talking to Liverpool, and they're going to put higher bid than you." They're going to come out. They're not going to say that. That's business. So I really don't blame Brighton. Brighton, yeah.
No, go ahead. I'll let you drop.
Yeah, that's just for me. I don't think it's right for them to ever disclose because, to be honest, when I said, when we had that, I thought, no, this is just to push us to act, to pay their asking price on. And if you remember, I kept saying when we're having this discussion that Brighton has not even come out to say 100 million was their asking price. They were benchmarking, what's it called? Declan Rice. Say if Declan Rice will go 105, they value even Caicedo higher than 105. They kept saying that. That was what I was saying. When do we draw a line? Because even if we match the 100 million that has been put out there, they are still saying they value him higher. They didn't say it was 100 million. They were saying they value him higher.
Here's what I want to say. If you're saying, again, if you're keeping it secret that Liverpool were in fact seriously interested, help aid their goal to get us more money from the sale of Moises Caicedo. I don't think it helps them that much, because if we knew they were there, probably would offer more when we offered less. So I don't know whether I'm correct, but you think that if we knew that Liverpool were lurking, that would be paying even more, and they would have been through with this for a long time now, and they will get the replacement. But that's just my opinion. I'm not sure if I'm correct, really, but I can't think correctly right now.
I'm sure Brighton would know where Caicedo's mind is. They would know. The representative must have told that it's Chelsea or nobody, so they know. They must have known that, oh, this guy's mind is made up. It's Chelsea or nobody.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, yeah, I think they must have told them that it's Chelsea or nobody.
Yeah, I do agree with you. I think they probably knew before time, and we saw a report similar to that saying Liverpool are convinced that Moises Caicedo's preference will be to go to Chelsea, and you could argue that was probably the reason why Arsenal pulled out and all the clubs that were interested. Caicedo just followed Chelsea on Instagram. Yes, I'd take Lavia too. Yeah, because we need them both. We're getting this boy. Caicedo following Chelsea. Yeah, that goes a long way. That alone, even though I wasn't for us paying 100 million plus, let's do it now. He's become a Chelsea legend even before he kicked the ball for Chelsea. My only hope now is that, he lives up to the hype if we get the deal over the line. Even if Brighton finds that the next Messi, let's not do business with them. It's difficult to say that. You knew before time that, for instance, Tottenham sold Modric for a lesser fee to Liverpool than selling to us that we wanted to pay even more. Even that, we're still looking at their players. So still wanted checking again if there's a possibility for us to sign Harry Kane. So if they have the product you need, you still go back to that store, even though you hated the way they treated you the last time you were there. But it depends on your need. As Tom Roger used the other day, supply and demand. Yeah. Peter, if Brighton, okay, they're having a conversation there. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people, and the likes to go along. We appreciate you all. If Caicedo wants it, that's massive. That's quite a lot to me. It means the world to me. Liverpool in the mud. Keep telling them. They were bantering me in the comments section yesterday, and none of you came to my rescue, so I'm not happy with all of you. They're making comments all over every Caicedo video that I've made, even YouTube shorts. It was only me saying, okay, congratulations, you won. Go and enjoy it. You see something like, how's that panning out for you? Oh, wow. Ooh. One of them just went, ooh, that's weird. Oh my goodness, we needed to screw Liverpool and Brighton up more and get Kudus and Lavia. Honestly, I want that to happen. Sunday the 13th, welcome to the Caicedo Derby. Thank you. That's the name. It is a Caicedo Derby, but I don't think he plays. Even if he ends up joining Liverpool or Chelsea, he does want us. He already said he only wants us. He rejected Liverpool. Yeah, so much for rejecting Chelsea. We cannot outbid Liverpool. Okay, I'm not sure what to make of that. Okay, let's see. This, I think that's somebody crying in the chat there. Yes, coach, I am going to do a campaign for all up-and-coming players to be very careful when they want to join Brighton. Their agent will be stupid if they're not following what's been happening. You call yourself a Chelsea fan, or more like Rat fan. I think Brighton is being too ambitious or greedy. It's business. I don't take it personal. My bro, JLME, nice to see you. Let's see. You cannot put them. Just leave them. If you can, what? Okay, I'm not sure what to make of that. Let's see what we have there. Beats them. It's not quite possible. I think we can. Now, watch it be the most dull 0-0 ever, possibly. That again, except for this past season, it has always been draw after draw against Liverpool. But I'm going to bring in Roger. There's quite a lot in the chat to address, and I'm not going to be able to get everything as much as I like to interact with you. But before I do that, I got a feeling now the Caicedo news. The Caicedo news has gone about quiet. I think he beats. Okay, the beats is either on the very. Okay, being sent, already sent, possibly sent already Daniel Crane. I'm not surprised Liverpool's willing to pay more than double of the Lavia money for Caicedo. That is down to what they think each player is worth. For me, one is a much better ball winner. The other one is more all-rounded. In my opinion, I think Lavia is more all-rounded. Caicedo more physical, but more defensive. In my opinion, that is just my opinion. Maybe I need to look at them more. It's a shame Caicedo don't think we will sign in time to play. Yeah, I don't think so. But I'm going to come to you, Roger. Your thoughts are no question here. You start wherever you want to start. But let's go through these items. First, we heard breaking news of Liverpool submitted their official bid for Moises Caicedo tonight, and Brighton are set to accept it. Bid set to break English record. I think they accepted it, and they were just working on the paperwork. And Fabrizio Romano said something to the effect of Liverpool plans to get everything done on time. They were in a hurry to get everything done because they don't want any surprises. That line, they don't want any surprises, stood out to me. That clearly showed me, okay, there's a chance here, but I'm not just going to talk too much. So Klopp defending the fact that he's always criticized Chelsea for spending much money, a lot of money on players. Klopp in 2016, not just Chelsea, on Paul Pogba 100 million deal. The day that this is the day that this is football, then I am not in a job anymore. I'm not sure. Club today, honestly, everything has changed. Do I like it? No, but I did realize I was wrong. Yes, definitely. That's the way it goes. So he's confessing rather than you can say defended his comments. Liverpool FC are claiming no medicals. That's after Moises Caicedo rejected them. Now they're claiming they didn't schedule, no medicals were scheduled and all that, blah, blah, blah. This is, you can say, they're in shame right now. Chelsea are not giving up on Moises Caicedo's deal despite medicals booked, and Chelsea have no intention to give up until contracts already prepared by Liverpool and Brighton are signed. Nothing been signed yet. Most incredible transfer saga, still this summer. And this one exclusive, Moises Caicedo has just informed Liverpool that he only wants to join Chelsea. Caicedo has decided to keep his words and only accept Chelsea as personal terms were agreed since end of May. Chelsea set to bid again in order to get deal done with Brighton. So, I'm going to come to you, Roger. You go ahead. You have the floor. Start wherever you want to start from.
Hola.
Senora, gracias. Bonjour.
How are you, gentlemen?
I can't complain, bro. I'm enjoying the drama. You can say blockbuster.
It seems a little bit surreal, doesn't it? The past 36, 48 hours. It's a bit of a whirlwind. You know, it is somewhat refreshing. I agree with everything Eddie has said, and even you, Coach, which is shocking.
Amen.
Inshallah.
Oh my goodness.
It's the fact that, you know, he's not out for the biggest bidder. You know, he could potentially get more money from Liverpool also. But listen, as I've said all along, any deal or transaction, I should say, in football requires three parties to agree: the buying club, the selling club, and of course, the player himself or herself. So we don't actually have to match or exceed Liverpool's latest offer, theoretically. You know, if Caicedo goes to Brighton and say, you know what, I only want Chelsea, you know, and I'm not willing to play for you, then Chelsea say, we're 100 million, we want him, take it or leave it. Then they're stuck either selling to Chelsea or no one. And then they have a disgruntled player. Now, don't get me wrong, they can still say, okay, guess what? No, sorry, young player, guess what? You don't dictate anything. We determine where you play because you're under contract to us, which they can do legally. So let's see.
But more importantly, all parties have to come to an agreement for the deal to go
all
through.
Three parties theoretically.
All three parties. Yep, I think we did. But I'm happy you elaborated, and maybe if you're still talking about it, you're elaborating on that, because now if he says he's not going to Liverpool, it's a problem for them.
Yes, because you know what, he's not willing to sign a contract. All three parties have to sign a contract. It's that simple.
Yeah, so and we don't have to go too far for an example. The case of Christian Pulisic, Leon had a better offer for us on the table, but he wanted AC Milan. Lukaku could have gotten more money if we sold him to Saudi Arabia, but he wanted Inter Milan. So, but go ahead with what you were saying.
So this basically means, Coach and Eddie, that if Brighton are not willing to sell Caicedo to us for 100 million, that we have to at least match Liverpool. The question is then, do we match him? Because if we don't, then the ball is in Caicedo's court. Does he either want to stay at Brighton or does he grudgingly accept and sign with Liverpool? This is the criteria. This is the issue. So, you know, it all depends. I don't listen. You know how I feel about monopoly money.
But what do you think happens now? Because looking at it now, rumors are that we're willing to present a new offer. We've actually started talking with him to give him an even better. But again, you can say we're like revisiting his personal terms. The agreement we have
more than the 100 million that we've apparently already offered.
Yeah, we have to maybe just to make it easier, because Brighton could say, if you don't match their bid, we're not doing anything. Then it will prolong the whole
that's
thing.
what I just said. And that's what I just said. So,
I like doing the tap in. You know that, right?
Yeah,
but I was on site though, wasn't I?
Yeah, definitely. Look at the flag, Coach. It's up. It's up. but seriously, you know, this is the question, and you know, Eddie, I agree with what you said to a certain extent, but it's very underhanded what Brighton did. You know, yes, they can conduct business as long as it's legal within the rules, but it's not exactly, as we would say in English, not exactly tennis. It's underhanded. It's very, I wouldn't call it disrespectful, but it's not playing by the rules in the spirit of the game, so to speak. So listen, but business is business. I understand that. I'm not naive. The question is, gentlemen, is how much do we offer? Now, I want to say one thing. I do not want to hear Klopp in the future saying we can't compete with these guys because we don't have the funds. They just put down an offer for 110 million pounds, correct? For this player. So they have the money. I don't want to hear him say we can't compete. We don't have the ammunition to compete with the cities or or the Uniteds or the Chelseas, because that is factually incorrect. So the question is if, had we have done this deal, people would have said, oh, Chelsea are suckers. We were the only ones willing to pay that. Well,
yeah, exactly. What's the language? The line you usually say? You're damned if you do.
You're damned if you bloody don't.
Go ahead, brother. I'm listening. Preach.
Nice tapping. Go
ahead. I know, but Bobby will be raring to go.
Hola, Bobby.
No, but go ahead. Go ahead. You drop. Yeah, go ahead.
No, and so I actually didn't think that they would be making this based on their MO, their modus operandi. Historically, I thought that they were willing to get Larry. That was their target man, and that I didn't think they would have the necessary funds, even though they've raised funds from Saudi Arabia deals. But I just didn't think, because of their history, they're not the kind to break the British record inherently. So I didn't see that coming. I'll be honest with you. I was incorrect about that. I just didn't. If you had asked me, and in fact, I'd spoken with Bobby, I believe, on Mitchie's show, that I didn't think that was the case.
Eddie, I had to meet you because we're getting the feedback.
Oh.
So, but it's interesting times. I'm not sure whether he's worth. Well, I know he's not worth that money. Maybe in a couple of years' time, we'll look back and say, yes, he is worth it. But currently, as it sits right now, I think that this is a huge overvaluation of the player. It just is. It's getting a bit obscene. This kind of money should only be reserved for and it has nothing to do with just offensive players versus defensive players, but like a Messi or an Mbappe or a Ronaldo. This kind of ultra elite, and I don't believe that Caicedo is this kind of. He hasn't reached this echelon yet, but that doesn't mean he can't, though. That doesn't mean he can't. I just think
the potential is there, and it gives us confidence.
Yeah, the ceiling is high. Don't get me wrong. The potential is huge with him, but you're only one injury away from him never playing again. We need to remind ourselves that. Yeah. And for a defensive player that tackles all the time, you're more prone to injury than you are as an offensive player in many regards. But listen. It's good and refreshing to hear that he's only willing to sign for Chelsea, but I'm not sure I want Chelsea to bid much more than 100 million. I really don't.
Well, unfortunately, I think it's looking like we're going to do that right now.
It appears so, according to reports.
And if you remember, we've always said how much you end up paying for him depends on how much you want him, and it looks like we really do want him.
Yeah, and we have deep pockets. The only other thing is, what do we do with Lavia? I hope that the directors / staff want Lavia too, so we stick it to Liverpool. If and only if he is deemed necessary. I would love for us to stick it to Liverpool.
All right, let me catch up a bit and bring in Bobby as soon as possible. Sorry, were you still talking, Roger?
No, that's all I wanted to say. Is what.
Okay. All right. People keep dropping the likes on the stream. 8 more likes to get it to 100. Let's make it happen as soon as possible. Big up Kachila and the chat. Big up to you too, Chelsea. All the way. I appreciate you joining. I have a feeling that Todd Bali and Igbali had enough and stepped in to get this deal done. Maybe, or just give orders. Say do this. They don't have to step in. But even if they give orders, that's still technically stepping in. If we don't finish this deal today, we are not serious. Relaxation Nation, nice to see you. I'm not going to go to that accent right now. Liverpool backtracking now, saying no medicals were booked, and probably will say we never really bid officially or only verbally. It's shady. They're working together. That may well be the case. You never know, but I think they need midfielders. That's beyond that. Just Kachila, you remember what I said about the day in bidding for Caicedo that Brighton wanted? I said penny-wise upon village. Now we are paying more. You could come up with that argument, but it's nothing wrong in trying to make make the most of an opportunity the way it is, and not just because you saw an opportunity and just take it quickly like that and end up if you do it like that, then in the future, if you look back, you may well say, if I knew, I would have actually taken the opportunity, but from a different, direction or in a different way. But that's just my opinion there. I posted the idea that of just giving Caicedo a higher offer, he will stick to Chelsea and reject Liverpool. So maybe they did that. Maybe they did see that Brighton got the price They want them from Chelsea in the end. Yeah, I'm not going to blame the club. Caicedo is a Chelsea legend already, even though he hasn't kicked the ball for us. Doggone, we overpaid for Enzo, and now I overpaid for Caicedo. We've ruined the transfer market, but I rate Caicedo more than I do Enzo. Up the charts. Okay, at least you rate him. And here's the thing: if we're pushing for him, which means the manager really wants him, and if we're really pushing for him that hard, then for all those people that are saying we're not interested in winning anything in the coming season, or we're not interested in making it to top four, it's all kids, then you're not paying attention to what the owners are willing to do well. Caicedo is proper chance, but even beyond that, you still see people calling the owners' names, say they don't want the club to do well. It's all about babies and all that. We'll have to pay more for Lavia. You could say that if we don't want to sign Lavia, we go for Kurdistan, coach. I thought you were press resistant, wasn't I? What did I do? The tapping? Okay. Augustine Mwauti says that Caicedo has made himself a potential Chelsea legend. He has demonstrated the highest point of integrity. I like this guy. I'm telling you, a lot of us do right now. I'm telling you, for me, he's a Chelsea legend already, even though he hasn't kicked a ball yet. For me, he doesn't have to do much to become one. Southampton can survive without Lavia. Okay, good for you. Caicedo has just to come to. Okay, I'm not sure. That's a bit jumbled up there. We need both Caicedo and Lavia along with Adams, and I'm sure Chelsea all the way will agree with you. Let's see. I've had explosive. Wow, I'm not reading that. Thank you for that picture. More pleasant than dealing with Brighton. I'm not reading that for anybody. If you're interested, you should look at it. It's a profile of the player both teams need. You can argue 111 million pounds. It's stupid money for Caicedo. I still want to see proof of official bid from Liverpool. Okay, crazy window. Yeah, Broski, where have you been? Did you travel? It looks like you want vacation, but I hope you're doing well. I love Caicedo, but Chelsea should just bid for 150, maybe 112, just a bit. Even you could say above 500,000 above what Liverpool has on the table for them. Let's see, what else do we have here? Klopp and Kara are two flip-flops. When it's them, they justify it. When it's others, they demonize it. And especially when it's Chelsea. I forget Caicedo, Chelsea fans. It doesn't matter what Liverpool beats, as Caicedo doesn't want to go there. It'd be stupid for them to sign him. He's insulted them already. To me, that's an insult. Caicedo should be made captain immediately. Nice to see you, Thomas Bays. I hope you're doing well. Should we pay? Yeah, here right now, let's pay you. The fact that he wants us, that ups the price from a Chelsea perspective, in my opinion. Like Pulisic, he decided where he wants to go. Yep, I said that too on Twitter yesterday. Caicedo really wants a Chelsea coach. Yep, Brighton played him, so he's playing them. That may well be the case. Another way to get back at Brighton. I don't think we're realizing Kochuku did the same thing Caicedo did with Brighton. The combo would be insane. I think it's looking like Kochuku stays, in my opinion. Bally playing 5D chess. You can add Roger out. Roger, Michel wants you out. Realistic Roger is on the panel today. Lukaku, something. Yep, he doesn't want the Saudi. Mitch is actually doing a tapping on me. Frank Enzo Caicedo has become a Chelsea legend already without, you have to say that. He's made it clear that he only wants Chelsea. And let's see, Coach, this is where Tyler Adams comes in. It had reports saying he can play a part in this deal. In what way? I'm not sure. Up Chelsea, Kingsley, Chile, 81, nice to see you. I hope you're doing well. Tapping merchant. No, you did a tapping on me because I didn't see your comment. I think Caicedo is close to okay. Cannot miss. I'm not sure. It's mixed up a bit, Thomas. I can't quite comprehend that. If you don't mind, I don't think we should match. Don't fall for both of their games. 100 million max. It's that again. They wanted. I don't know. Let's see what happens there. If they have that money, we will see what world-class player they buy with 111. No, they're not going to pay up to 70 million for a player. I doubt it. The most they will pay is 35 million. Chelsea could use this opportunity to lower the price, 101 million. Yeah, you could say that. It's still ridiculous for a DM who only scored 1 goal all season. Yeah. Wagwan, I can't complain. Heights and blessings to you, God of Rocks. I hope you're doing well. I appreciate you joining. I think Brighton and Liverpool have worked together and said, let's try and get Chelsea to pay up. You could see it like that for so many reasons. Big up, coach. I was on a piece of street, but just came back. Yeah, exactly. It's about to be thrown in the mud. He's in trouble. Coach, honestly, Liverpool may have set up themselves. If Caicedo comes to Chelsea, then Lavia will be more expensive for Liverpool. But remember, we beat 48 million first. Beat maybe Lavia next. Yeah, maybe. And Naku, nice to see you. I hope you're doing well. I am okay. I am in a very minority. But if our valuation initially was not 100 million, then we should have never been that and walked away. Set a bad precedent for the future when we are trying to change our approach. You can argue that. I'm going to go to Bobby right away because there's still just so much in the chat to catch up with. I appreciate you all again contributing in the chat. You can go ahead and have conversations between yourself. As much as I like to interact with you, if I go ahead, that'd be the only thing we'll do, and the show will come to an end. But Bobby, if you're there, you have the floor now. Talk about it however you want. Up to you.
Hello, Bobby.
I know, hola, guys. I know you were scared of having me talk, Coach. I haven't slept.
If you didn't say that, Bobby, I was going to ask you for your ID. I knew you would say that.
You know,
I
haven't slept. You know,
Really?
I think I haven't. We were on a space with Michi Boy, weren't we, Roger? And then
I started the space and Bobby abandoned me. They didn't pay attention.
No, I didn't know you were there. But you know, I this was before this kicked off. Look,
Yes.
guys, we have been given a reprieve now, and as far as I'm concerned, we have to drop more money. We have invited this on ourselves, but you see, the situation is like this. Caicedo is massively important to Chelsea, whether we like it or not. That's just the truth. At this point in time, he's the difference between challenging for top 4 or languishing back 12th or maybe even relegation. That's how important he is. Liverpool knew his importance. That's why they dropped 111, because they know that him in their midfield will make them at par with Man City. Now, because they've dropped this money, it was an absolute humiliation to Chelsea. So now all gloves are off. This is more than the need for the player. I'll call it what it is. Now we're in pride territory. This is a pride thing. We've been given a reprieve in this fight. Now we have to drop the money. I don't care what anybody says. Oh, what if he gets injured? Oh, what? Nah. This is big boy territory. You drop the money. If it happens, fine. That's collateral.
Are you having a dig at Roger?
That's no. I'm just saying because I've been on so
what a
many
stirrer,
spaces.
Coach.
I've been on so many spaces. I've heard so many things. You know, there's collateral damage. It is what it is. But we cannot. I would rather the embarrassment of overpaying the overpay than the humiliation of losing out the player in this way to Liverpool. It's just not acceptable. So now the ball is back in our court. We have to make sure this guy is lifting up the Chelsea shirt today. He's invited us to do that. We have to put on our big boy pants and land this player. People are talking about what's his name? Tyler Adams, yada, yada, yada. I don't care. I don't give a rat's ass. He is a compromise. He would have been a panic buy. If we get him afterwards, fine. If we don't, fine. To me, I've already put him on the bracket with Ugochukwu. You know, if we have Caicedo and Ugochukwu, I'm fine with that. If we have Caicedo and Tyler Adams, I'm more than fine with that. The underlying thing is that we must get this player. The
What do you make of his
reputation.
comment? Coming out open and telling them, "I don't want you. I only want to go to Chelsea."
Well, he's already box office, isn't he? He's already made his song on the in the
Here,
stand,
here.
hasn't he? You know, we will get behind him. I think I might be able to go to the match, lads, but I digress. We will, because I don't know if I'm given the medical clearance, I might go there. But we will be singing his name because that is the ultimate. That is what we want. He wants to be with
Sacrifice. You
us.
can call it sacrifice if you want.
Well, it's not a sacrifice because we've offered him more money. But that aside, he's stood up for the club, which is more
Okay.
than what our mate Mason Mount did. It's more than what Kai Havertz did. The guy has nailed his colours to the mast. I want
Yes.
Chelsea. He's rejected Liverpool. They have egg on their face now because how do you approach a player that doesn't want you? What are you going to do? Now you look silly. If you go and offer him more money, you're bribing him. If you have to walk, but we have to make it count. Go tell Brighton, okay, Liverpool gave you 111, we give you 112. Take the player and be
It doesn't
done with
have
it.
to actually be up to 12, maybe 500,000 above.
Well, you know what Brighton are like and their owner. But yeah, I get what you're saying. At least match it, and just
Sorry, Bobby, quickly. What manager beat $1 ahead? Was it former Arsenal manager? He had $1 to beat his opponents. But go
so
ahead.
one pence, Wenger.
Okay. Go ahead. Sorry, I apologize. But go
I
ahead.
mean, we can't do that. We'll just antagonize the whole situation. But
Yeah, we should.
at least match it and take this player. He himself has given us the opportunity to take him. He sat in London with his agents. I mean, what else do we want? I mean, it would be a bigger humiliation now if we don't pick up the player. I mean, this will incense the fan base. It really will. This player has to come to Chelsea. Let's play, let's be the part. We are a big club. People come out with, I've been on spaces, oh, this, that, oh, Chelsea. Chelsea Football Club, whether you like it or not, is a big club. It is in the bracket of super clubs. Yes, Liverpool have more trophies than we do, but they are in no position to push us around. None. We stand there with the very best in Europe, and we have to now show it. They flex their muscles. We have to flex bigger muscles. It's as simple as that. This is now a man thing. I'll just what's that? Oh gosh, there was a space I was on. The man tin. This is now a man tin. We have to flex our muscles, whether we like it or not. Ego is in the way now. This is a fight, right?
Pride.
So they pick the fight. Now it's like you're walking down the road and some geezer comes and stands in front of you and challenges you. If you back down, you're a coward. This is a man thing now. We have to do this. It's as simple as that. Whether it looks silly or not, I don't care. He has to be lifting a Chelsea shirt by the end of the day.
Yeah, just quickly before I continue, Chicken say I haven't seen your message request on Twitter. If I've seen it, I would have sent you the link 1,000 years ago. Roger was still talking about me being a vampire. I always mentioned 1,000 years. I'm going to catch up with a few of the things we have here. Bobby, let me remix your comments a bit. We have to do it now. And Chelsea is a big club. And whether you believe it or not, we don't have Champions League football. No player would want to come to Chelsea. Brother, did I do it right? Did I get that right?
Not bad.
I was waiting for that part, Bobby. What you didn't do that. Oh my God. I was waiting for that to say, okay, Bobby's done, in fact. But let me catch up with what we have in the chat. I'll bring in Phil, and we have also IBZ in the house. Let's see anything else to read. Anything serious? Cool, Glenn. Okay, just having a conversation. Good afternoon. Let's go, man. And we also get Lavia too. I want Lavia too. I did differ a bit, but we can have them both. This is so stupid now. You imagine the pressure and spotlight on Caicedo. Poor boy. Better be strong. I think the pressure would have been worse if he went on. If he had if he joins Liverpool, because but if he stays where he is, I think. He's decided that he wants to join us. Doesn't want to change his mind. I think that would go a long way. Yeah, go ahead.
What you did now just reminds me of how my kids make fun of me. This is what they do. they get together and they're like, "Oh, Dad says this is exactly them."
Yeah.
But it's all good. It's all good. That's me. That's me.
No, nothing wrong. I'm just saying I was waiting for that and I didn't see it. That's okay.
I get the same, Bobby. I get
that's good.
same.
I love it. I love it.
If not of Caicedo's loyalty, he would be a Liverpool player. Yeah, that goes along with for me. Chelsea, I'm expecting Christopher Nkunku back in January. That's quite a lot of time. So it's several months, not actually a couple of months. Let's see what we have here. Are we going to let go of Adams, or what is going on? I think that one, it doesn't sound as if it's going to happen anymore. I'm not too sure what's going on. But let's see, Michi, Spicy, okay, having a conversation there. I would love for us to beat Liverpool and get Caicedo, because there's not much of better options. Better option in the market right now, because this is a very crucial player that is needed in the club. Leave Lavia, jump out. Nice to see you. I hope you're doing well. What is a repeat of Rafinha, Barcelona and Chelsea? This is, so to speak, sorry. You can say it, yeah. Rafinha's told us, he prefers joining Barcelona because he's agreed terms with them a long time ago. So he's doing the same thing. And Mabilo, nice to see you. This says, this is a lesson to Chelsea. They took too long, really, and this is going to cost the club now, as Brighton will harden. Okay, will be difficult. I'm not too sure what to make of that. They won't accept anything less than 110. You can argue that. Phil is gone. Brighton, one stop center. You could argue that. Boy, Jantan, I like that. Let's see. Caicedo is a legend already for rejecting the scours, and always will be. Come on, you blue. I think, did I pronounce that? Grant Ross, I appreciate you finding the time to join here. Phil, I'll bring you on in a bit. Just give me. Let me catch up with a few stuff we have here. I'm not going to read everything because there's too many. Chelsea, please give us Caicedo. Mr. Odira, I know you've seen that song by that Nigerian chap. All we want is Caicedo. You need to watch that. When we sign Caicedo, we should delay the payment. When they contact us, we just say advance talks with the banks for payments. I bet Bali could give a pep talk to compelling both teams somehow win on Sunday. The man can do business and takes no else. Maybe you can say pride, like Bobby said, I think pride is at stake now. And you can say everything we're doing now will be driven by pride. More importantly, we do need the player. Rafinha never said specifically he wanted to join Chelsea, like I said. No, in the sense he wanted to join Barcelona. He made that clear. And we were pushing, we were waiting. And then he said the reason being his agreed terms with them. Mainly, he did say something to that effect. Correct me if I'm wrong. Banks only accept 85 and do the remaining 25 in breadcrumbs. Wow. Has Caicedo rejected really? Yeah, he has. Machal quote, nice to see you. I hope you're doing well. Caicedo is proper, Charles. No change in that. You can buy a player, then sell them straight away. I didn't know that's possible, really. Maybe we want to buy Adam and sell them. I'm not too sure. So the Sports get an Nkunku replacement. If the owners get someone quality in, then I might start believing they're not clowns. Okay, that's up to you. You cannot buy Caicedo. It's impossible. The story will be too close but too far. That is Caicedo. Yeah, good one. People crying as always. Yep. Now Klopp is moved to the medical room already. Frank Enzo. Let's see what else we have here. Liverpool fans right now. Yeah, let them enjoy Honestly, I checked. I'm not seeing anything. Maybe something is wrong with Twitter. Twitter has been quirky of late. So Phil, there you go. You have the floor. You go ahead and take the. You go ahead. You have the floor. Take it from whatever perspective you want to. We're listening. Entertain us. But big up to you. More importantly, Phil. Are you there, Phil?
Yeah, how you doing?
Well, I can't complain, brother. You go ahead. You have the floor.
Hello?
Yeah, we can hear you. Maybe you cannot hear
Can you
us.
hear
Maybe you
me?
need to go back. Yeah, we can hear you. Go ahead.
Okay, okay, good. Good morning, everybody.
Good morning
Yeah,
to you, too.
Hello.
yeah, it's kind of funny, all this saga that that we have to went through. You can't believe it. I've not even sleep since I only had like 2 hours sleep since last night. Just watching things going on. But it's kind of strange, and I'm kind of surprised with the level of unprofessionalism from the Chelsea board. Like everybody has said, if you really want to buy a player, you should have put the money down and go ahead and pay for it. But waiting till dying minute and making it so difficult for yourself, I guess at the end of the day, Todd Bolly, maybe I should have to check my page very well. It's like Todd Bolly is following me because I gave immediate advice about what can be done, and everybody have said the same thing because of we have had the same experience in the past. Why we beat clubs and the player want other club. It's very easy. We don't have to match Liverpool's 115 or 110 that they put down. We don't have to, but I guess they will at the end of the day. But it's kind of funny though. It's very, very funny. I'm still exhausted and tired of watching Chelsea doing all what they did, paying 25, 15, 30 for all these young kids, and not following the priority, the most important thing to do, and it's kind of strange. That's all I want to say.
Okay. It looks like you didn't have so much to say this morning, but I appreciate you joining. I'm going to go to RBC in a bit. I'm not seeing anything. Honestly, I have to be honest with you. Try inbox me. I'll see it if you do that. The DM role is an area that needs a fixing so Enzo can be more free in the game so that he can have the independence to be more adventurous on the pitch. He can get you goals. He can also assist more. But however anybody sees it, he's still a deep line midfielder, but he must start operating from a deeper area. In my opinion, I think all these long-term contracts that Chelsea are handing out means that their acquisition was slow going forward, and this core will be together for years, and that's a lot. I think in a year or two, honestly, will be a machine that nobody can actually be able to deal with. Yeah, I agree with you. Let's see what else we have here. The one-time Arsenal spent big on a midfielder. They cannot even get the record signing scrubs. Wow. What's confusing is he said he wants to join Arsenal this January. I didn't think he said that. I think he's always been Chelsea. Even Fabrizio reports that, but maybe he said it and I didn't see it. I just don't know. Brighton is so lucky. I'm going to put a bet that they surprise win EPL and also buying shares in Brighton. You go ahead. Do that. Totally agree with Bobby and Roger. I would prefer us not to get Lavia and secure the Caicedo deal. The Caicedo deal has always been the priority. That's not, you can say that's the worst kept secret, actually. What Liverpool should do is back out and go back for Lavia. It's as simple as that. The player has said openly he doesn't want you. He prefers your rival club. If you keep pushing it doesn't make any sort of sense. Lavia Chelsea signed Caicedo, Lavia, and Kudus to teach those clubs a lesson. Maybe we should do that. That's a 10 from you on relegation. Okay. Balance view on the Caicedo saga. That's how we operate here. It's no a single person. And I'm lucky, again, we're lucky here to have all the panelists we have here, seeing things from different perspectives. Caicedo has been able to do what Mount couldn't do. I believe the deal for Caicedo to Chelsea will be done. Fashi Kenny, I hope that's done. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. We are this is another report here. Moises Caicedo has rejected the possibility of joining Liverpool immediately. The player definitely wants to join Chelsea. A transfer to Liverpool is off at this stage. I understand the player is waiting for Chelsea now, as it's up to the Blues to make a higher bid or match the current offer. Coach, that's new.
Coachy, sorry for breaking you. I just got a notification now. I think Chelsea bid about 120 million or 120 million pound. Euro,
What's,
rather.
what's
120
it,
euro.
and in pounds, that's how much?
That is a
105.
little bit over 110 that Liverpool bid.
Okay, not bad. We knew it was going to be that. But Roger, you were saying something.
I think it's a little bit less than that. Let me look. I think 120 million euros is less than that, but I may be wrong. I'm going to.
Let somebody do the calculation. I think I just saw the notification now that Chelsea already made a bid and it's in the bag.
Roger, you don't have your spreadsheet open. You just
No, I've got a what do you call it? I've got a local currency. So
Coach?
it's
103 million.
Yeah, I think I was reading somewhere. Just reading somewhere, they said 103 million pounds.
It's less. I guess 105. So it's less than Liverpool, but it's above what they want. So.
Just 1 second, Eddie. If you're listening, if Eddie's talking, we should just listen to him talk, because once you're talking, his mic is on mute, and we get feedback from on his end. So Eddie, go ahead. You were saying something.
No, I just said I got the update saying 103 million pounds being discussed now. I sent you the update.
Oh, being discussed with Brighton.
Yeah, 103 million pounds being discussed now.
Okay. I'm gonna meet you before I talk. So you can say the advantage for us right now is just he doesn't want to go to Liverpool, so they have to sell to us.
No, well, they technically don't, Coach. They don't have to sell to anybody. Remember that. But if they are going to
because
sell,
they don't want to keep him either. But go ahead with what you're saying. At least that's what I believe.
Yeah, no, I agree. And De Zerbi already said in his press conference that he considers him a player that he said he's already forgotten him. So same with McAllister. So it looks like they've moved on, definitely. So it looks like they're definitely going to sell him. But I'm just saying, theoretically, they don't have to sell to anyone still. But I know what you're saying. I'm just being pedantic.
I know. No, you're right there. Obviously.
Sorry, what did I say? Did I use profanity? Did I say use bad words?
No. He's saying sorry. He's being pedantic. He's saying
pedantic.
He didn't say profanity. He said pedantic. Like he's being devil's advocate, basically.
No, I'm not saying. I'm talking about this brother here saying, "Damn, coach, that's new." And this followed Coach Nasty. What did I do? I'm not sure.
Oh.
I wasn't sure what I did wrong there. So I'm just being cautious. I apologize if I offended anybody in the chat. So I wasn't talking about Roger. I was talking about those in the chat. I don't like Roger, so I don't care that much what he does. But go ahead, IBC. Go ahead, speak, brother. You have the floor. From whatever perspective you feel comfortable, you go ahead.
I'm with you, man. I was just saying, big up everybody. Hope everyone's good.
Big up to you too, brother.
Beautiful Friday afternoon. I woke up to a lot of news. And a lot of things happened overnight, clearly. With this guy, Moises Caicedo, there's a lot of spanner in the works now when he's come out and said he don't want to join. Obviously, it was at one angle when Liverpool made a bid and it was accepted. And there was another angle when the players himself has come out. And now it's another angle now that our brothers said that he's received a notification, said that, which I'm going to verify now and see if we've made a deal. But it looks like that if Brighton know that this player doesn't want to go to any other place but Chelsea, why would they not accept the bid? Albeit Liverpool may have bid higher overnight. They may just accept the 7 million difference, all in the name of the fact that the player wants to go. But hey, what do I know? But we will see where it will go. I mean, the day's still young. Probably by 5 p.m. we'll probably have more of an insight. But it's looking very, very tasty, if you ask me.
Tasting in what sense? In what sense?
Just interesting. No, it's just.
Okay, not just like there will be another twist.
No, just generally just as a consumer, innit? Just tuning in to get updates about £100 million worth of player just moving to a different club, and it's my club. So that's a bit of excitement there. So yeah, I'm hoping that we pull it through. But yeah, it's interesting to see how it go, how we'll pull it off, and what happens. And you know, hopefully by the end of the day, we get the player. I was really annoyed that my annoyance with everything was the fact that we weren't
stayed on
strong
it
enough
for too long.
Yeah, we didn't go straight into it. We kind of and ahed. Maybe we were naive to think that we were the only club going in for them, so we probably thought we could negotiate as long as we could, hoping that no other club will come and reach the asking fee that said club was asking for. And lo and behold, Liverpool did. Now our fault was for not putting up the money, whatever money it was, just like we and Bobby was alluding to
weeks
before.
ago.
Bro,
Yeah.
just put the money. 100. If this guy's as good as we say he is, pay the blood clot money. Just pay the money. Let him come, and we'll worry about the fine. I know it's a bit cliche. You pay it now. We'll worry about that later. Liverpool sign big money. They do it. So when they let go of Coutinho, they address their problems, don't they? And they will if they know the quality is there, they will spend. They did it for Alisson. Everyone was like, "Oh my God, Alisson, you spent this for a goalkeeper." They did that for Virgil van Dijk. Got it in. Oh my God, you spent this for Virgil. Now they were willing to do that for Caicedo. So they identify the fact that these players is the deal for the quality they need, and it is worth the price. So they didn't mess about with it, and they activated and they got it done. So I have a bit of an annoyance that we didn't have that doggish mentality to go straight through with it. So now we are where we are now. I don't think anyone is to blame apart from those that were in negotiations of trying not to get this situation sorted quickly. And we just have to wait and see how it goes. All this, we rebid that and they rejected all of that. That don't really move me. My be all and end all is if Liverpool can come in with a bid overnight and just have it accepted within, I don't know, a few hours. What have we been doing for the past 3 months? So I don't know. That's why they get paid.
And deep down, if you don't mind, what do you think? How do you think it ends now?
I don't know, Coach. Hopefully, it ends by the end of the day. We see this guy, some leaked pictures of him coming into Cobham. I don't know. That's how I hope it ends. But Liverpool's got a bid accepted. He don't want to go. He's accepted. He wants to go ahead with the promise he's agreed with, the agreements he agreed with at the end of May. He wants to stick with that, which is fine. So we just have to put up the money. I think if this is not a sign for Chelsea to put up the money, I don't know what is. Just if they're willing to make him the highest paid player ever in Premier League, I don't know what we're doing. If you ask me, so yeah, let's get it done. And I think now the whole world knows what we need to do. Get this deal done.
Coach, I had, sometimes the way Chelsea, handle this deal is so frustrating because if you look at Caicedo very well, I'm not trying to, compare Caicedo with Kante, but it's like Kante regenerate because if you look at him very well, this guy can keep possession of ball and at the same time he can tackle. He's very comfortable on the ball. I'm telling you, it's like we just get another Kante if we end up, pulling this out. We just got a younger Kante. This guy is going to be better and better and better unless he gets injured. And that is what Liverpool saw. It is far better than Lavia. People compare him with Lavia. I don't know what they're smoking. Lavia is just like another Santos. People comparing Lavia with Caicedo. Caicedo is a generational player. This guy is going to do a lot of wonder because I took my time out to study how he plays, his ball possession, how he play out of back, helping Brighton to play out of back, and at the same time he can put in a serious tackle, accurate tackle to stop ball possession. This guy is very good, and I'm just still gutted on how Chelsea handled the old saga. It's a criminal. That's like committing a crime.
All right. Let's see. Will be interesting to see what we did with salary of Caicedo. Would hear that soon. He is going to Chelsea. iToxic on the score. Whitey, I appreciate you joining. I think I haven't seen you for a while. I'm not going to say 1,000 years before Roger calls me a vampire. Brighton playing chess. Poor Caicedo. Neum says that Chelsea getting Caicedo means we'll beat them come Sunday. Maybe that's not. That doesn't. It's you can say. It's not. It doesn't mean we'll beat them on Sunday. We have to play to win. The score have already been settled through this transfer saga. Maybe, but I think you sound superstitious there. Big up to you too, DJ. I hope you're doing well, the panel and everyone in the chat. Imagine I was down yesterday with the whole Caicedo. I don't need the scientists. I was following everything in the chat, in the group. Oh my goodness. It took DJ, let's say, 2 hours to type one message he sent, and I was waiting for it. I'll come back. I said, okay, let me see if DJ has sent what he has in mind. He'll still be typing. I said, okay. I wanted to say, let me ask you, what are you typing, DJ? A dictionary? But once it came, yeah, it was exactly what I expected to see for you because you weren't happy. Imagine I was down yesterday with the whole Caicedo going to Liverpool. Then I hear our guy has rejected them for us. He is also following us now, and some of our players following him back. I don't want us to do that aspect actually because that might infuriate Brighton. We don't want that. They can just, you can say, talk with them on the phone or private message him and all that. But whatever they're doing that, they know why they're doing that. But DJ, I felt bad for you yesterday. I hope we pay them the 110 million in coins, but in wheelbarrows full of them, just dump them on their beach. Yeah, they can't say we're not paying them, and they have to count that. I forgot what movie I saw that actually somebody paying with coins saying, yeah, here's the money here. If we buy Moises Caicedo today, he will be our next Kante, really. I think they differ in so many ways. What they have in common is their ability to read the game, ball winning ability and all that. They differ in so many ways, but I'll take Kante over him anytime, any day. Let's create a GoFundMe account to subsidize the deal and help our club get the deal over the line. In Instagram, but until I hear the here we go, still not getting happy. Yeah, I know it will take time for you to find closure with regards to how unhappy you were yesterday. And believe me, DJ, I don't need the scientists to know that you weren't happy. Coachella, Roland Dalcomore, nice to see you. Chelsea must reciprocate the good will showed by Caicedo. Technically, we can match the Liverpool beat or do a little better. Yeah, I think rumors are that we're already discussing revisiting the personal terms. We've already agreed with him. Just maybe maybe we spoke with him and said, look, if you want to come to us, it's up to you. We will do something to get it done. And he said, yeah, so they're revisiting the deal they had already they have with them. Hello to you to Gabriel Carter, coach, and everyone on the panel and chat. To be honest, Caicedo, he's truly loyal, and that's something that makes a human being more valuable and stands out from us. We had our own player say bye-bye to us because they had a better offer because we were struggling. You can't argue that. So he's shown he wants to be here. Do you remember how we lost our potential central defender to Barcelona by dragging our feet unwittingly, and how intense he eventually became? Let's wrap things up, Coach. Lavia and Kudus. Maybe we should do that, but let's see what happens there. Just talking about Michi Boy, Big Show. Tired. Okay, you're having a conversation there. Okay. Yeah, happy wife, happy life. Better make sure your wife is happy. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. Bro, I haven't seen you in a while. Yeah, but such situation, capable of dragging one out from even from under the stone. Brighton has totally beach slapped us and turned us into. Yeah, I'm not gonna read that again. Why do we let them do this to us? Because we want the player, and that's just. Oh my God, bro! Why did you do this to me? Me and you go fight. I've been reading such. There's people having a conversation here. I'm going to come back to you, Bobby. If you're still there. The fact that Moises Caicedo has told Brighton, I don't want you. Like, that's how I interpret it. I know you'll probably be polite. I'm sorry, I've already agreed personal terms with Chelsea, and that's where I want to go. I don't mean to disrespect you. Probably something like that. That's me, you can say, envisioning how the conversation went. But the truth remains, he rejected them. That's how we, the fans, we interpret it. It doesn't matter. What would that do to their intent? You say their pursuit of the player. I know we're hearing that the deal is already off, but what if you're there, Bobby, you have the floor. I'm quite sure probably he's still struggling to unmute his phone. So let me get a few stuff here. If that's not the case, then I'll go to my bro Roger. Good news for us. Yeah, Melo the Chukwu Ebuka Chinaza. I appreciate you joining the show. Mitchie, they're teaching you to bribe your wife there. 104 pounds. Okay. Let's see what else we have here. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes. Just reading the tweet. It's about his wages. He will be on 120 a week. That's not bad. Plus, probably chance to earn even more if he performs, because I'm quite sure it's not just capped at that. Reported on Twitter by Politico. Politico, it looks like I'm going to start trusting them. Looks like we wanted to keep it under the record. Yep. Let's see. We cannot lowball offer to Brighton. That makes no sense. We have to make the offer of 111. We don't have to, really. We do not have to. Caicedo has set the tone now. And plus, Brighton only wanted 100 million. Yep. Let's say, do you guys think us having Enzo is the reason why Caicedo wants to play for us? That's a chance that will be the case. We have some fine players, but more importantly, he's also talked about the history of the club. I think he knows Chelsea very well. And there's a picture of him and his mom sitting at the back of a truck, him wearing a Chelsea jersey. So he's been following Chelsea for a while. He knows Chelsea very well. But doesn't mean he doesn't have like a Liverpool jersey or Man United jersey. But you could argue for the past 15, 20 years, Chelsea has been one of the, you could say, what's the term I'm looking for? One of the biggest in terms of their reach globally, because we were winning stuff, took everyone by surprise. Roman Abramovich changed football and all that. Maybe we were more. I don't know if more influential. I don't know if that's the case. You said the right term to use there, but if you get my point, we've been huge for the past 15 years till now. This says Caicedo will make 120k per week. That's the information. We do not have the figure of the revised bid yet. Okay, thank you for that. If here we go drops, Glenn will be tempted to do a show. You will be tempted. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes to go along. Well, I don't think we need to match Liverpool, because Caicedo does not want to go to Liverpool. But that makes it difficult. He could drag on because if they say no, you have to match what the offer Liverpool had on the table. But the fact that they pulled out, maybe it's just us, or maybe they just go. The price have changed now. You had the opportunity to pay up and take the player you're doing, and now Liverpool had something beyond that on the table for us. I get it, they're gone, but it's either you match that or we keep the player. As Roger talked about, they don't have to sell him. But that doesn't mean they really don't want to sell him. They could just decide you have to pay up or forget it. Caicedo does not want it to go there. Anything above our last bid will do, even 10. Roger, I'm going to come back to you. Let's talk about this specifically. He rejected Liverpool. What does that do to the push, you say, to their effort to sign the player, even though they've pulled out of the deal right now? But I want to hear from you, Roger, if you're there.
Yeah, I'm here, Coach. Yeah, it means everything. Liverpool can't sign him without their signature. Any transaction like this, it needs all three parties. So it's that simple. It's really not complex. So basically, he's only said he's willing to go to Liverpool. Therefore, willing to come to Chelsea. Therefore, Liverpool is out of the equation. They're irrelevant. Regardless if they offer $1 billion, doesn't matter. It needs his Caicedo's signature. So if Brighton wish to sell him, then they have to come to some understanding with Chelsea. And I believe that will happen because listening to De Zerbi's press conference, he's already moved on. He spoke about him in past tense, already said, I've forgotten him. So that's not exactly a ringing endorsement, is it? So it looks like the transaction will take place. Only question is, how much?
Only question is how much indeed, and I'm happy. We've always discussed the situation. We've always said, how much we pay for Caicedo depends on how much we want him. I don't know, Reggie, if you want to talk about the fact that finding out that Liverpool, you can say, if you put 2 and 2 together, you come to the conclusion that they were actually. Breaking news: Tyler Adams' proposed move to Chelsea has collapsed. They were actually, maybe we've decided we're not going to need you. I'm not too sure.
Did he fail his medical?
Possibly. There's a chance, but that the report didn't elaborate. It just stopped.
Who's the outlet, coach?
Pies, P-Y-S. I think he's always often correct because he quotes some of the most trusted outlets. So let's talk about
Sky Sports.
Okay, did they elaborate?
Yeah, Sky Sports, Damashek. Yeah.
So did they elaborate? Did they explain why it fell through?
Oh no. The source that Pai is quoted from Sky Sports, Damashek.
So it may be his medical because everything is done. I think he was undergoing his medical yesterday. So, but Roger, the question is the fact that Liverpool, again, if you put 2 and 2 together, you can conclude that Liverpool were in fact the mystery. Look at the club that put in the mystery bid. What do you make of that in this whole situation, really?
It's a bit underhanded, but it is what it is, coach.
You have to teach me what's underhanded.
Well, it's a bit cloak and dagger. How can I put it? It's
it gets worse. What's cloak and dagger?
It's on the lowdown, yeah.
Okay, there you go. It makes to me. It makes the whole thing suspicious, really.
Yeah, it is. It's listen. They wanted obviously to come to an agreement with Brighton, Liverpool I'm talking about, without Chelsea being involved. So they wanted to pull a fast one on us, and it backfired. The fact that they didn't even reach out to see whether Caicedo, the player, was even willing to join them, that sounds so amateurish to me.
And reports were that they see personal terms as a formality. They weren't concerned. So you're right. So go ahead.
They didn't do their homework, and that to me is you can't do that. You can't assume that the player wants to come to you, regardless of how big of a club you are. You have to do your homework, especially if that player's already agreed terms with another club. Had he not done that, then okay, maybe I understand your logic. But the fact that Caicedo has already agreed personal terms and has already previously stated he wanted to come to Chelsea, it's surely, it's their responsibility. It behooves them to actually go and determine through, let's say, backdoor channels to see whether he's even interested in coming to Liverpool. And if he gets positive feedback, then you go ahead and do it. But if Liverpool receive a negative feedback, then you don't go ahead with the offer. It's that simple. It's I don't know. It seems very, very amateurish to me.
Yeah, that seems to be the case here. Caicedo is a proper choice already. I agree with you. And what's your name? I like saying people name. Avana. Let me go with Avana. The other one looks like more like you can say I can't. I'm losing my mind here. Kante was 30 million, even with inflation. That's like 16 million right now. Kuchila, news just in Liverpool is considering ex-Liverpool legend as a backup option. Bakayoko will cook at Anfield. Let them go for him. Really need a chance to show. What else do we have here? If we sign Caicedo, then and that's Isaiah Pitai. Nice to see you, Isaiah. We should hurry and get Lavia and Kudus just for the sake of it. Vic. They're having a conversation there. There's a news that Caicedo has come to say he didn't reject Liverpool FC. Oh, yeah. Thank you. Hi, Coach. And panel, why is a Chelsea bid below Liverpool's bid? Just give 112 million and move on. Yeah, because Caicedo has said he doesn't want to go to Liverpool. He wants to come to Chelsea. And the rest assured, they had a conversation with him before presenting the new offer. Really need Chelsea to secure Caicedo. So, yeah, you have a serious concern there. Your concern is your FIFA 2023 can be more competitive. Wow, really? That's you have a big issue. I think we all need to pray for you, so it happens, so that you can have Caicedo in FIFA 23 and be happier. Obviously, no one knows all the facts, but Win Stanley refused to bid 100 million for Caicedo 48 hours ago. The club has also maintained that they do not want to overpay. That's Win Stanley's position, not Bali. But let's see what happens eventually. Vic, thank you for that. Hoping that the ego of the owners nudges this over the line. Yeah, because you could argue, Eagles has come into play right now. Remember, Eagles have come into play right now. Bali a step back. So any new offer to Brighton for a British Iron Club transfer fee is because of Bali and Igbali. They stepped in to salvage the situation. Yeah, pride is at stake. I feel like crying for Chelsea fans. No, you're crying for yourself because you're a Liverpool fan. Why would Lavia go to Liverpool now when he knows that he was a second option, and Southampton would definitely bump price by a few tens of millions since Liverpool have cash they need to look at Bakayoko? Yeah, maybe. After all, he's from Monaco where they got Fabinho. Dude, if you don't like Caicedo after 2 months of negotiating, I swear, just don't say it. Just leave it at that, Cobin. Yeah, just leave it at that. Please don't say what you had in mind. And Anunike, I think if Chelsea failed to sign Caicedo, it will be a very bad feeling around Stamford Bridge, most especially if Chelsea lose to Liverpool. Happy birthday to Chelsea if they sign Caicedo. Wow, okay. So it's Chelsea's birthday all over again. That's okay. Brighton holds the power still. If Chelsea don't offer more, then they won't sell. But there's a risk there. Yes, Romano don't join Liverpool. They didn't want to pay for you, then abandoned you. Do you, Romeo, so to speak, do you want to be sloppy seconds? Yeah, good question right there for Romeo Lavia. Caicedo deserves to be a Chelsea hero. Adeshola. Symbiat Adeshola, appreciate you joining my Niger brother or sister there. I think Symbiat is a name that boys or girls, again, for boy or girl, feminine is the term for it. I can't remember. Drink water suits Liverpool. Drink wine, that's the correct name. It will be a horrible look for the club if the bid isn't matched. We were willing to meet their asking price when it got tough. Yeah, but Barkley is gone. They are late. Yeah, they can't get Barkley either. Do you see Brighton jumping to contact Chelsea? We're already talking with them. Chelsea should please sign this guy, because if Liverpool succeeds, then other clubs will take advantage of this against Chelsea in the future. For me, Caicedo and Adams are Fernandes and Santos. Wow. But Adams, that deal has fallen through. What else do we have here? Brighton will sell to the highest bidder. We won't get Caicedo for cheaper than Liverpool. Let's see. Aita Fab says, here we go for it. He did say that pending medicals. I think he should have said that. Pending medicals, and maybe something happened. Breaking news, Tyler Adams' move to Chelsea has collapsed. Yeah, I want to know why. Why we need Tyler Adams for depth unless it's medical failed? Maybe that may well be the case. I read Adams, but too injury prone. Do we?
No, they said.
Yeah,
sorry, coach. Yeah, they said that the parties couldn't agree. They couldn't agree. Maybe the structure of the deal or something. I don't think it has to do with medical. They said the parties they triggered
payment structure.
Maybe payment structure or something like that. So they said they couldn't agree. So now the deal is collapsed.
Wow, that's serious. Chelsea letting Brighton. Yeah, go ahead.
I was under the impression that terms had already been agreed.
Because he was just triggering his relegation buyout clause. Maybe.
Yeah, I think even if you trigger the release clause, you still have to structure the payment.
Roger, does that make sense now?
No, of course. But I was under the assumption that all these
That's it. It's done, right?
Yeah, well, not that. That usually don't announce something until it's been completed, where they have signatures. So I was like,
but we haven't announced it. It was journalists that were announcing it. It was
okay. So the club hasn't officially.
Yeah.
So the club has. It's pointless ever talking about anything until the club announces it. It's that simple, Coach.
You could argue. We just
there's no argument, Coach. There is no argument.
No, we're not fighting. We're just having a conversation.
There is no argument. It's that simple. If it's a done deal, then it should be officially stated as such. That's why I don't follow stories
until you get
the club.
Could it be?
Because it's a waste of time, a waste of breath.
Mm-hmm. Or could it be Chelsea just use that just to push Brighton as well, just to say, oh, we are moving on to Tyler Adams if you don't agree?
A ploy.
It could be a ploy. Yeah, it could be a ploy.
But that's not good, really.
Oh, that's what it happens in football. It happens, Coach. It happens.
Yeah. I'm just learning. Chelsea letting Brighton have a free run for Adams. I cannot believe we still pitied that club. Oh, that may well be the case. I don't know, but let's see. Caicedo already says that he wants a Chelsea. Why the heck are Liverpool fighting for him? They should do the most honorable thing and withdraw. Vincent, I appreciate that comment from you. Eddie, I'm going to meet you because we're getting feedback from your end. Let's see what else we have here. This is Liverpool should walk away so that they never walk alone. So that they never walk alone. That's going to hurt. The Tyler Adams breaking news also confirming Caicedo to Chelsea is a done deal. Really? Via who? A report suggests we will pull out of the deal for Brighton to sign Adams. We have to wait and see. Okay. The transfer this season is over bloated.
Well, we were told that the Tyler Adams deal has nothing to do with the Caicedo deal. It's two separate things. So that's a contradiction, no?
Okay.
Of what we've been led to believe.
So what? Okay, go ahead. You're saying that they have nothing to do with each other.
I believe that's just Chelsea wanting to get Tyler Adams and Chelsea wanting to get Caicedo. I don't think it's anything deeper than that. We were led to believe that. Fabrizio's told us that from the beginning. Going back to the deal, it may look as if that we have failed to agree personal terms with the player, not the club. The club have a release clause, right? And we activated it, so the club can't say no because that's a clause. That's just already.
No, but beyond the release clause, you have to agree on the payment structure.
Yeah. Well. So
which was what delayed the signing of Enzo. We agreed we're gonna pay even more than the release clause.
Yeah. I'm with you.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm with you, but that will potentially be between the club, the players' representatives. Like, I don't think it will be Leeds per se in this situation. I think it will be with the player himself and his agents and what have you. I don't really think Leeds would have rejected our bid. No. But yeah, we'll see what happens. Indeed, he's still on the cards. Who says no? Yeah.
Let's push that. Let's push that agenda. If we give an Adams to Brighton, that's so weak. Brighton must have something on us. I'm not really just going. Don't do that to me, man. Chelsea have confirmed that Trevor Chalobah is out of Liverpool, along with Christopher Nkunku, Wesley Fofana, Benoit Badiashile, Amanda Broya, and Marcus Bertinelli, all injured. So we still have a village of injured players. Wow. Chelsea are trying to offer players in the Caicedo deal. Not sure who they, as of yet, will not surprise me if Broya or another player. I'm not sure it's going to be Broya because we're a bit thin in that department, really. But we're loaded in the midfield area. So it should be most likely the midfield area. Steven Gerrard is still available. Yeah, they should sign him. Yeah. Courtney, you just arrived with that one, but more importantly, Courtney, nice to see you. I hope you're doing well. It's been a while, Courtney. This says, Uzoko George, what's going on here? I really needed to know what is exactly happening as regards to Caicedo's deal. Liverpool, Caicedo to Liverpool move is off as of now, and it's just us. And we're hearing that we're offering him a new salary, and we have a new offer on the table for Brighton. I haven't looked at the reports myself, but this may well cover that. Sky Sports News understands Tyler. Okay, Tyler Adams from Leeds to Chelsea collapsed after the parties were unable to reach an agreement. Chelsea triggered 20 million release clause. Okay, but I don't think was too serious about getting him because
I wouldn't say that. I think we were serious about getting him, but I just feel he just collapsed. I never buy into the fact that a club just bid for the sake of bidding. This is sorry for the background noise. I got my gardener. He's doing my garden. I'm that rich, you see. I have a massive garden. He does my gardening for me. So I'm just wait. Sorry about the noise.
No worries. But I get your point. Chances are it's still the structure, but we don't know. We got the Pride of London to leave for. We surely cannot be beaten by Liverpool for just 1 million. Vincent, I appreciate you saying that. This says Caicedo should. Okay. Oh, sorry. But he hasn't. Unfortunately, Chelsea triggered the 20 million clause, but parties couldn't reach an agreement. On what? They have to be clear. Can you make sense of it, coach? I cannot. The only thing that comes to mind is the payment structure, or he failed his medicals. But if it has anything to do with his medicals, it'd be out there right now immediately.
Why can't it be because of the player couldn't agree payment structure with the agents and what have you?
That's another possibility. Yeah, that's another possibility. So there are a multitude of reasons why that could
Constantine,
happen,
I'm trimming the bush. My gardener is trimming the bush, Constantine. Yeah, man.
Okay. All right. Let's see what else we have here. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes will go a long way. Don't tease us here, Gimfi. What are you saying? Okay. Just confirm to Liverpool that he doesn't want to join them. Nothing new there. So don't tease us, please. Let's say Harry Maguire. Thank goodness is confirms Harry Maguire bid accepted, so he's been joining West Ham, so no chance in coming to Chelsea here. I have one question in Adams playing for Chelsea this season. The deal has fallen through. We leave Adams open for Brighton and get Caicedo. Yeah, let's speculate. Let's take it and run with it. They have Tyler Adams. They let us have our guy now? Maybe that will happen. The Blues Chelsea, I don't know what went wrong. Caicedo from last season, Chelsea's target until now, just rumors. Let's see, FFP restrictions means that the CFC can spend 110 million maximum unless we sell Gallagher or somebody else. It is because of these CFC have offered Brighton now to take some players in money, probably Adams or Gallagher. Maybe, but we're not selling Adams to them. So, no, I don't think, or maybe get Adams and then not charge us too much for him. If Chelsea this season will compete at the top, or vice versa, like last season, players like Sterling, Kukurea are still at Chelsea with minimal contribution to the team. Wow. Sorry, Mina, to say pitying that club. Oh, yeah. No worries. I think I understood that. Latest news, Liverpool medical date has pulled down. Caicedo insists that he only wants a Chelsea. Just listen to Pochettino's interview. Wow. Roger, unfortunately, that's how the media runs these days. What else do we have here? I think it's still too much to catch up with. Unfortunately, I think, okay, let me go for it. Let's see how soon, because I like interacting with you guys, and that's what defines the Blue Morning Show. Doesn't the EPL have some clause like the player doesn't want this club and he can have his way over? I'm not too sure. I'm not well acquainted if one exists with it. We need to stop the games and just put in the money now. I think, okay, Aaron Judge, nice to see you. I think that Liverpool bid was a bluff. So to scare us, like how we scared them with Lavia, and don't even want them at all, because they usually don't spend that much money on players.
That's what I was saying before I got cut off by my gardener. But I was saying, is that I don't think clubs just go in. To say clubs just go in for this, they submit offers, literal offers to clubs for the sake of doing so. I just think that is a naive thinking. I don't think that happened. I've genuinely believed that they really wanted him. They like him in midfield. They if they feel that the price is right, or they will overspend, or they will spend the money that needs to be done. They've done it with Alisson. They've done it with Van Dijk. They've done it with Van Dijk. Why would they do it with Caicedo? So it's not if this player is all over our mindset as the fulcrum of this midfield to hold it down, and he holds all these qualities. I do not see why you will not break the bank for him.
Yeah,
And if Liverpool
you're
see
right.
fit,
You're right. This isn't
so be it.
posturing. This
Yeah,
was their intention was to
It
get
was
Caicedo,
exactly, and
period.
we all dooed our pants as soon as we saw the acceptance of
Thanks for the
Brighton.
visual.
Do you know what I mean? They literally accepted it. Something that's not happened with Chelsea.
There.
And then now we're like, oh, we don't think Liverpool wanted it. Listen, it's just the fact that he's come out and personally said he doesn't want to go there. That's why we're like more at ease. But if we do not make a bid by, I think someone said it in the chat, by the end of the day, by the end of business, we don't know what's going to happen. So, you know, we just have to make sure, because we have to just stick to our guns and get this player. I don't know what I think we're preparing a bid right now.
Do we know who has been negotiating for Chelsea regarding?
I don't know. I don't know.
Is it the sporting directors?
I couldn't even.
The owners?
You know what, mate?
I don't know.
Roger,
either.
I couldn't even care less. I just want whoever's. I think we got more than 5. I think we got like more than 5 of them in there. Like, how many of these recruiters do we have? It shouldn't be this long. No, surely.
Well, this should have been completed weeks ago, to be honest with you.
Completed, either we get the player or not. We should have known where we stood a long time ago.
Yes, man. I totally concur. Because as I said a couple of weeks ago, he should have been in Cobham, or in America, a couple of weeks ago, where he
should have signed. In my opinion, he should have signed when probably Jackson walked through the door just before that should have been done.
So he's ready.
Latest the week after Rice was announced. At the latest.
Well, to me, as long as he's got a couple of weeks / a month to prepare for the opening game, that was my train of thought. And I think, I understand there's digital rights and, negotiations at this level are very complex and can be rather convoluted. I get that, but it shouldn't have taken a couple of months, in my opinion. I think we dragged our feet, and I think we went in there too conservatively initially.
A bit naive. I think we thought that we were the only club probably going to be going in for him, or probably will be able to hold out for a long enough negotiation. Yeah. So
hopefully this is a learning curve for us.
Oh yeah, 100%. Once bitten, twice shy.
Yeah, indeed.
Roger, we're disappointed to receive here. I returned an hour after expecting a discussion about the Chelsea-Liverpool game. It seems I might have to reach out to Roger for a private conversation regarding the match. Yeah, you go ahead. Enjoy it with Roger. Caicedo told Brighton that you agree with Chelsea 100 million immediately. Liverpool beat 110. Then you told me to go there. No way. Yeah, that may well be the case. So something fishy there if that's the case. But we're coming up with lots of, you can say, theories with regards to what happened. Fabrizio is not the oracle, but you can say he's top notch, really. How dare you wish Ndidi on Chelsea? Wow, some argument there. Wasn't Klopp the same person who was upset when other teams spent 100 million and more on players? He's admitted he was wrong.
To be fair to him, he has come out and he's actually said he was wrong to say that.
He was wrong, to say that. Remember, the English league is getting tighter and tighter here. And if you are still using Cucurella, Gallagher, Starling, it's already the same as last season. I don't think so. You can still have them in the team, have those players you mentioned in the team. And with other better players we have to do well. They're there in the team doesn't mean that they get to play week in, week out, and we rely on them. I agree with Roger. I don't follow transfer stories no more. I just want to hear them when the deal is done, period. A lot of people you will live long for that. Let's see tomorrow's opening match when Chelsea's game is still the same or better. Okay, let's see. Trimming the bush. Okay, yeah, that's what he's doing. He's got doing that for him. We must get Caicedo by any means in and outside the book and beat Liverpool on Sunday. Then sink them. Quit playing with the big boys, maybe. And totally not PDF. I like this. Oh my goodness. I really want Caicedo to join. Okay, but looks like it ain't happening. Thank you for being truthful. What's up for Gallagher to West Ham? If they sell Paquita to City for big money. So we might still get Lavia, to piece of Liverpool. Do you all think Chelsea can beat Liverpool on Sunday? I think we can, and the manager feels like we can. So why not believe in the manager? Sporting director Paul Winstanley and Lawrence Stewart, they are the negotiators. Barley would have overpaid, but we all asked him to step back, and he did. So I'm glad, but right now we'd still end up overpaying. But I get what you mean by that. Okay, thank you for that. You remember Rafinha last summer? Oh yeah, the story is quite similar in so many ways. Yes, we are ready to beat Liverpool. I strongly believe that. Roger, you have anything else to add? Let me go with IBC, and I'll have you round up for us. It doesn't look like Bobby's available. Anything else you want to add to these?
I'm here. I'm just being good and staying quiet until I'm invited. So
Really, Roger, do you hear me call him? Be my witness. Just be fair. I know he's your gang member, but be fair, Roger.
Me no English.
But Bobby, anything else you want to add? I'll have Roger after IBC speaks. I'll have Roger round up for us. But after you speak, yeah.
All I'm waiting for is for this guy to be holding up the shirt. I think we've suffered enough. Look at that. I haven't slept. This is how traumatized I've been by the saga that happened last night. Now they've got to just help us. And, I'm still receiving some treatment here. If my doctors heard what was going on, they wouldn't understand. But there you go. It is what it is. Listen, get this deal done. This is all I'm thinking of as far as Chelsea's concerned right now. We need to just nail this deal, and then we can look at anything else. But at this current point in time at Chelsea Football Club, this is the most important thing to do.
Thank you so much. I appreciate you, Bobby, finding the time to join, even though you're not fully fit yet, but you're eager to participate in the game. IBG, my bro, your thoughts on everything we've talked about today.
Yeah, as you do, man. Sit tight, boys. It's gonna be a long day. I believe that if nothing happens today, the squad is what it is for Sunday. So let's just forget about Liverpool. Who's starting for Liverpool? It looks like even if we do get Bro today, I don't think he starts on Sunday. I think it's just too late. And
it would be unfair to the players.
He's not going to start on Sunday, but
exactly.
We've got to do the deal today.
Yeah, 100%. Oh, 1,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,0 the ball is in Chelsea's court. The player has come out to say he wants to sign. Liverpool have put their money up, and Brighton have accepted their bid. So the ball is left to see what the Chelsea hierarchy do in response to this. So hopefully they can appease the fans, appease the squad, appease the manager, and get things started for the new start of the season. But right now we just have to sit tight and, hopefully we will be smiling by the end of business.
I hope so.
Yeah,
so I appreciate you joining. And Jerry is shooting a movie for us. He says Brighton manager just noticed that was a nice watch on Boylis with Reece, and now he wants that too. Vincent says that we get Caicedo Sunday will be all systems go, and we beat Liverpool even with Caicedo. Understands. Yep. I wouldn't mind that happening. Chelsea break FFP if they spend more than 110 million. That is why Liverpool beat 111. Hope this is fake. But how much difference? Then we could just decide we're selling one more player. And the Brighton's manager has already refused that watch all this risk. And when he realized it was handcuffs, okay, what a twist. Roger, your final thoughts. Your thoughts on everything we've talked about.
Yeah, I think it's going to come to fruition. I am interested to see how it does progress throughout the day, but I'm quite confident that that the deal doesn't break down. I really am, unless Brighton all of a sudden throw a spanner in the works, which is possible. Don't get me wrong; they're very much up to it, but I think there's a good chance that he'll sign for us today. I really do.
chances have increased. He said he doesn't want to go to Liverpool. That will, should I say, would it be correct to say that will demoralize Liverpool? The push to sign the player, and plus, it's just us right now, but we have to get it done. I hope so. I'll get what we have in the chat and in a bit. Okay, let me do this quickly. Chelsea are all in and Caicedo and 20 million upfront from Adams directly took away resources from Caicedo's transfer. Post Caicedo will be dependent on sales. Kepa and Chalobah earmarked for raising funds. Wow. Chelsea are putting all resources into Caicedo and post all other businesses. Makes sense now. Let's see what else we have here. Keep dropping the likes on the stream. Anything else? Mark my words. Our challenge is to keep the deal under 110 million and be within FFP rules. Expect more player sales, probably. So even if we overpay, then we'll find a way to make it up. We couldn't buy Adams and Caicedo due to FFP. All right, with that, we've come to the end of the show. I want to say thank you to all the panelists. And for those of you who haven't, you can say, crafted your you can say profile is something, you can say your information that you want me to add in the chat, and please do so as soon as possible. I have Rogers and I'll add it to today's show also. I couldn't do it while the show was going on, but I'll do it at the moment we stop. I want to say thank you to JC. Thank you to Jackson CLC. Okay, thanks for the show, guys. We appreciate you too. I appreciate you, my brother. Take care too. Jerry Z, Vincent, Vic, I appreciate you. Like lots of good updates from you today, Vic. And who else do we have here? Mabel 100. I think I have Courtney. Thanks for joining. Totally not PDF. I appreciate you joining and being sincere there. Constantine Dundee and the Bluetooth game who was here today. Chelsea Michiboy. I appreciate all of you. If I miss your name, apologies. I'm only human. See you guys next time. God bless us all and bye.
Cheers.
Cheers, people.